He's a
And smoothie verbiage.
smoothie
My
verbiage.
Stream is up.
I think the more I play, the more I like Long Hanger as a name.
Long Hanger. How did I not see him?
Long Hanger is absolutely fantastic. They're
Oh, we
like
have names like Spork.
Spock. Yeah, there's.
Yeah, it's one of the code monkeys that looks like, and it's the one that looks like Spike.
Oh, he's called Spork.
Yes, and the
Spork.
one that looks like.
Okay, quick audio test here.
Gaboom.
Come on.
These like aren't even like they're not even close to jokes. At least the power
Probably
tried.
We probably need to start referring to whatever monkeys we do or do not like by their names now.
Well, that's how it is. That's still how you remember. If you remember any of them, it's because they've been massive bitches to you in the past.
Are Fizo and I doing the monkey in this picture?
No, you're both laughing.
Are you sure? It looks
Yeah.
like they're doing the monkey.
They might be doing the monkey.
So that means, Lucky,
That-
you're the one actually dancing, which means you're the one who gets caught first.
Well, I gotta be first.
They're having
Yes.
a good time, but
Yeah. I
Little
think
did
that
they
is the
know.
greatest, like, screenshot from a video game ever. Because of how bad it looks.
Yeah.
I didn't notice when I was a kid that that's what it looked like.
are you sure you want to keep playing this?
Their eyes are really
Their
sexy
eyes.
pentagon, so...
Yeah, they are literal pentagons too, that's the best part. They're not even close to circles.
Wow.
Literal eyes popping.
They're not even regular pentagons, they're irregular pentagons.
It's really bad. Yeah.
No, they're regular. We're just looking at them funny.
They've got 5 sides, that's it. And I like that in this picture you can sort of see the texture on their clothes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Oh, look at that one! That's awesome.
That's kind of nice.
Who's Discotron at the top there?
There was a whole bunch of monkeys with afros in too.
Nice.
I love how bad.
Too.
You know, I'm also pretty confident in the NTSC version the monkeys have a different model too.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure of that. Either way, there were a whole load of monkeys with afros in too.
Okay, make sure
So
I've
then-
like spelled everything right this time. I don't want that to happen again.
Pretty sure the only ones with afros are in Casino City, and I can only think of maybe 3.
In 2, they just put them all over the place. It's when Japan was obsessed with afros. When they made, what was that show called, PJ? Bobo, bo, 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 bo.
Bo 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 bo
Bo bo bo bo bo bo bo.
Bo, 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 bo,
greatest.
bo. Yeah, it was a frog with an afro, right? Around that period, they got obsessed with afros in Japan. And who can blame them?
Yeah, seriously.
I think there was one monkey with an afro in the first one, but he was only in the boxing minigame.
Oh, it's-
Yeah, and that's the minigame I never play.
You mean because it's not Galaxy Monkey?
I play the Ski Kids one, that's fun.
What is it?
What? Are you serious? You can actually play Ski Kids?
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
can
god,
actually
that
get
one's
that.
absolutely horrible. No, it's all about Galaxy Monkey.
Yes, that is the best one.
Galaxy Monkey's incredible. It's
I
got,
think it got to like range 70 or something on my best play.
it's fantastic. It's got. Oh yeah, you got to use that picture. Yay! I love that artwork because I love the idea of shitting on a child's. Whoa, what's that one? Whoa,
Why did you choose
Duckfist.
that one? No.
You don't remember that cutscene?
I think it's the cutscene. Some of
If
the
you
people
send me
in
a
the
link,
chat.
you better be ready for it to appear on the show. I'm just gonna
I
say
just
that.
said
Okay.
that one.
Okay.
I don't even know what half of these are.
Wait a minute, is there a bo 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 video game?
I don't know.
That has to happen.
I searched bow and I think I put 10 bows in it, and it's still redirected to bow, 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 bow.
Man, I know my next project.
But yes, there
I'm
is.
gonna get
GameCube
100
game
million
program.
viewers.
I love that it says bow, 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 and then in Japanese it says Boba Bobo 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 Bo. That's the Japanese phonetic pronunciation of Bobo Bobo Bobo. It's
I'm amazing.
Bobo 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 Bo.
It's all about what you stress.
Yeah.
Well, bo, 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 bo.
Bo.
It's pretty much the best anime. If I made anime, it
Oh,
would
this
be
is
like
the
that.
Half-Life clip.
I just wanted to make sure it played okay. I didn't test it out earlier.
Have they made a like American version set in a fraternity called Bro.
No.
Do you think that would be entertaining?
Mike just sent me a picture of a bunch of numbers. I don't know what to make of this.
I don't know. Add them all up and tell me what comes up.
Crack the code.
Crack the code, win the girl, save the day. Boba,
Oh, look at all those Super Nintendo consoles.
My
I know.
goodness, that's
There's like 4 in a row.
Yes.
We got a PC game this week, though. Yay! PC game. Yeah. Half-Life, it's a PC game.
Oh, Half-Life. I thought you meant the one that we're not.
Oh,
Here's what's
no.
been keeping me busy here.
Press start.
Press start. Mega Man 10X.
Press start already. Have you remade Mega Man in your script?
No, I've been working on this in my spare time.
Now hold on. I thought the next Mega Man game was going to use the Robot Masters that Flicky and I made up for you in your stream. With Fuckman, Ladderman, Godman.
Godman and Ladderman were very good choice. Fuck man, that was you. That was Duckfist came up with that sort of.
So what power-ups do we get from beating them?
Fuck man, you just have to use your imagination.
Yeah, that's the screen
Ladderman.
goes black and there's a bunch of sound effects.
Ladderman builds a ladder.
Yeah, he climbs.
He just climbs the ladder.
Just ladder.
Duckfist,
All ladder, all the
what have
time.
you created here? What is this?
It's a game I'm developing in .NET using Microsoft XNA Game Studio.
It looks a lot like Mega Man 10.
No,
Well,
that's
a
because you lack
coincidence.
imagination.
This
What's
is
this
10X.
enemy? Did you forget to give this enemy a health bar? Oh no, you didn't.
It's actually a lot of work, so this is like all I've got done. So if you go, why isn't this working? Well, it's because I haven't spent the ridiculous amount of time it takes to get stuff like this to work. So
He's
Well,
found Jeff.
I actually wasn't going to yell.
I was just resting my vocal cords until the grand moment.
So is it going to be all the Mega Man games you run rolled into one, so only you can finish it? Going to have random elements from 9, 4, and 10.
I don't know what it's gonna have. I'm
Seven.
just making like an engine and kind of an editor. So once it's done, you can kind of just make whatever game you want. Well,
Is this
Mega Man
your-
game.
This will be the official
Yeah.
Sunday sequence break game. You'll have all of us make just one room of a level without telling each other where the screen transitions are. You'll
Jambala
have, like,
Yambob, if I got
letters.
that right. I'm making my own engine just as kind of an exercise.
Jambalaya Bob.
And
I
so can
think
do it
all
my
the
way.
rooms would basically be grand ideas that by deadline we wouldn't finish, so it would just be
Yeah.
a straight run.
All the rooms, you'd end up like climbing a ladder into a pit in the next screen, or into spikes.
Okay,
Because none of
Flick-
us would talk to each other about it.
Okay, Flicky, I've got this room plan for you. Okay, so I've done the Robot Master Boss entrance room. You just need to do the Robot Master Boss. Okay. Okay, Flicky. So I've looked at your room. You just did the entrance room again. Yeah, I thought that's what you wanted. No.
Beetle made 3 boss rooms, and that's it. His level is just 3 bosses.
It's a boss rush.
Well, you'd have to have the boss rush.
A buddy of mine and I were working on a Final Fantasy V hack a while ago, and our plan for the final boss was to just have it be
And
both
that's
of us.
pretty much all
We
I got.
wouldn't. We wouldn't tell each other what our AIs were going to be, so we just completely independently made the AIs for our 2 characters
I think we
without
should-
talking about it at all. So it had no synergy at all. He would
think-
like use buffs on me, and then I just explode. Waste all.
I think we should make the design all the robot masters like, you know that game, I don't know if you played it at school as a kid, where you'd fold a piece of paper into 3 and one person would draw a head, one would draw a body, and one would draw legs?
I've never done that.
Never done that. Did you not do that at school as kids?
Nope.
What did you do in America as kids?
Nothing.
I mean, you
Just
didn't.
cry.
You didn't
Play
drink.
Pokemon.
Just cry and eat.
Cry and eat. Oh, okay, that's it. Well, we played games with paper.
Cool. Tried through homework.
We ran through
Play
woods,
Spyro.
fought crime. We did a lot as kids.
Played a lot of Spyro as kids in America. Huh?
Our race channel is the greatest right now.
Oh, what's going on?
1 beard second.
1 cow beard second. It's centimeters. Milkshake bot's chipping in, look.
Yeah. Milkshake bot knows what's up. Man, I wish I could, wish I had some assignments to do now so I could get
Oh, look at all the Zeds
all the-
joined.
answers.
Zeth, Zex, and ZFG. What happened there?
Gracebot's letting everybody in alphabetically.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Is that why Mecha and
Well, then it reset, you know.
Oh.
That's how it works. Because when you try and join the channel, you just get added to a queue, and then it goes through alphabetically.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah, of course it is, because we're
Wow,
famous.
look at everybody joining now. Everybody wants
Yeah.
to be famous.
'Cause I put it on the
Oh
stream, I
man,
guess.
everybody chip into the Flicky donation. Oh, it's getting really funny over there. Guys, just chip into that. Be part of the fun. I don't have a donation thing. Oh, there's a channel called Jetix.
Come on.
It broadcasts bo.
Good. All right. Blecky was removed, so I can ready up now.
Like
Wait, did I already ready?
you mean Bleachy?
I'll just keep trying.
You mean Bleachy? So, just seeing that Dunius' name was highlighted, why is he not dodging Mario World races anymore and is actually going to race Fiesel? I thought he's been dodging races for the best part of a year now.
He's just sandbagging.
Oh.
So he's gonna go into SGDQ and just crush Fiesel, and we're all gonna cry.
Is
I'm gonna
that
have to
what
throw away my
sandbag
giant
needs?
foam finger with the number 1 Fiesel written on it?
Oh yeah. I like the Fiesel hand, I got one of those.
Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna have to throw away my Fiesel jersey too.
Oh, I didn't get a Fiesel jersey, I went with the Fiesel tank top.
Did you have his endorsed sneakers?
No, I tried out the flip flops, but the strap broke when I was running
Yeah, I
down a
broke
mountain.
mine too.
Yeah. I got the Fiesel wife beater, the Fiesel baseball cap.
I got the Fiesel wife.
Oh really? I couldn't afford the Fiesel wife.
Yeah. It was on sale.
Well, I mean, I wasted all my money on the Fiesel children, and then the wife came out. It's like,
okay.
oh, fuck, man. I wish I hadn't got all these kids, so...
Wait a minute. This Bobo game's a fighting game? What? Why?
You can't speedrun that.
Well, no, can't. Like, I'd try and make a joke about it, but no. Fighting game, speedrun, sorry.
Just pathetic.
Alright guys, as
Nah.
usual, at 0 seconds, I'm gonna mute Skype Beta Black and then play the intro video, and at the end I'm gonna say, like, the Sunday sequence break, and then I'm gonna mute my XSplit microphone, and then I'll tell you guys live.
Alright.
Okay.
For the record, that that filler link, I already talked about it on my stream earlier, so we don't need to do it. I hope you all read it, though, because it is incredible.
I don't know what you just said. I wasn't paying attention.
That's alright.
What happened?
I
It
posted
looks
a
pretty
link
incredible.
in the filler section to say
Yeah.
that I wanted to talk about, but I already
Oh,
talked
no.
about it on my stream earlier, so...
Oh, okay, good.
It's top 10 ways for girls to get a man, to get that guy interested.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's really good because there's only 9 ways on the list. Most of them are really, really funny. The best one is, I think, number 7.
Going the distance?
Yeah, going the distance. That's the best one. Just read that one.
Wow,
Very
really?
nice.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, it's really good. I read them out on my stream.
30-second warning.
Yeah, I read them out on my stream, and
Such a feat of selflessness, dedication, and endurance. Can't fail to impress.
I tried to deadpan. I deadpanned every one of them successfully, except for going the distance. I just couldn't do it.
No, you really can't.
You can't. I got to the end of the first sentence and lost it.
Well, wait, did you read it in
10-second
advance?
warning.
Because if you prepared yourself, you could probably do it.
Oh yeah. Well, I did try to do it, but.
The Sunday sequence break.
More than that, you normally introduce us to. I was caught off guard.
Good.
Duckfist being lazy. Hello, everybody. I'm mad now. Welcome to the Sunday sequence break with PJ and Flicky, which is the bit you're meant to say. Duckfist, I know you're still there. You're listening to me. I know it. You can't hide. Welcome to the show. Doesn't it?
Insult him. We'll use the backup background images.
He'll label that monkey as him and the girl
Please,
on the
no.
tracks as me.
No.
Yeah.
So it's episode 13 on the 13th of May. How crazy is that? That's pretty crazy, right? But it's only PJ and me this week. Fiesel's not here.
Fiesel's
something
in outer space.
something to do with it being Mother's Day. I think that was it anyway. But anyway, Fiesel's not here. I didn't know until today. So
That's because you're a bad friend.
well, it's also because I
knew.
just don't listen. So yeah, today is Escape with No Name and SimStim. So if you guys want to say hello, I think we got the
Hey.
easiest being able to tell who's who. We're here for a while. So No Name is this one,
Hey.
and SimStim is this one.
Yes, hi, hello.
You can tell who's who because one's voice is about 3 octaves higher than the others.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
I think it was probably easier with Boblo and Funk Doc.
yeah, well, okay. How about I subtitle that with people with the same accent?
Well, that's cheating.
Well, I don't care. All right.
Okay, that's fair.
So yeah, is that the intro done? I sort of forgot what I meant to do in the whole intro thing, but we're gonna assume that's done, right?
Yeah,
So,
we could do that.
yeah. I said the guest name. All right. Yeah. Recap. We're already on to recap. My God, that's so good. PJ, go on. What's going on?
So last week, and by last week I mean yesterday, was commencement at my school.
What was that?
So,
What is commencement?
Oh, it's a graduation ceremony. So all the seniors that I was friends with were leaving after that. So
Is that
I
what
pretty
that?
much just
Is that what
hung
that?
around all week drinking with them.
Is that what that gay Facebook message I saw earlier today was?
No, that was something else.
Okay. Right.
That wasn't meant. Didn't think you could see that. I thought that was just a PM to Fetal.
No. Well, no. I see it all.
It was a PM to everyone.
Did you see the pictures too?
Oh wait. Okay. I guess I didn't see everything. I just got the
Oh.
audio.
Good.
And those
Yeah,
gunshots
so-
came through really loud on that, by the way.
The what?
The gunshots on that audio came through really loud.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's okay. I'm working it out.
It's alright. But, hang on, isn't this a speedrunning stream? What have you done speedrun-wise, PJ?
Last week, nothing.
Oh,
I
good.
ran a lot of whiskey, but that's about it.
I'm glad, because that'll make my pathetic week sound even better.
Yeah.
I'd done nothing to speedrunning-wise this whole week until today, when I started trying to run Ape Escape 3, and I got to one monkey, and I tried this strategy, which apparently is an IL strat, which I didn't know, and couldn't do it, so I restarted, and then my run took about 2.5 hours. We listened to sexy music today. A lot of Barry White, Marvin Gaye, jazz, a lot of smooth jazz. It was actually a very successful stream, and I broke my viewer count figures when I wasn't even speedrunning a game.
Did you get to the double digits yet?
Yeah, I got 45 was my high.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you disguise it as someone else's stream?
No, I just didn't speedrun at all. So I think people just don't like me speedrunning. They think I'm no good. So as soon as I get rid of the W split timer, they're like, finally he's not pretending anymore.
Okay, yeah, that'll do it.
So, yeah, it went really well. We learned about how to impress your man. The secret is running a marathon, for those who don't know.
Yes. That's one of the 9-10 secrets.
Yeah, it's one of the 9 top 10. The 9 top 10 things. It's truly a fantastic link. It truly was. We also discussed... well, actually, no, that's a bit much for this stream. It was sexy. That's all you need to know. And then I played some Bionic Commando and didn't get very far.
Speaking of sexy,
Yes.
are these monkeys that are representing us, are those pants supposed to be solid yellow, or are those like plaid?
I think that they look textured, don't they?
Yeah. If we're wearing plaid yellow, I mean, that's pretty nice.
Like, I
we
thought
gotta
they were
invest
meant
in this outfit.
They're meant to be solid yellow, but they're just sort of textured quite nicely, actually.
Plaid is very trendy.
They look
Yeah.
like the wallpaper in The Sims.
Or the wall texture in Minecraft.
Well, that...
Could be.
that picture is incredible. That is actually my stream background as well, because I love it so much. Aside from that, yeah, that's my week in speedrunning completely summed up. I successfully watched a few speedruns, but that's not really me doing it. Actually, is that all I did? No, yeah. I planned to do some and then didn't do it, if that counts. Anyway,
That counts.
yeah. No Name, have you done anything particularly interesting, speedrun-wise? Did he?
I guess not.
I guess not. you meant
Sorry, I was not paying attention for a sec.
Yeah, it's alright. It's fine, we're only live.
Yeah, we don't pay attention. I'm reading a magazine right now.
I got this Rubik's Cube right here. I'm just about to finish it. So yeah, what have you done this week speedrun-wise, No Name? It's where you can tell us anything you want.
As long as it's speedrun
I've been-
related.
I've been doing a lot of work towards a double spoiler individual level table lately.
Okay.
That's Toho 12.5 for the camera games.
Wait, spaceship shooter.
No, little girl shooter. Only they're not so little.
Wait, you shoot little girls?
You take pictures of them, and they aren't so
Maybe.
like it's not explaining well. But
Do you need to sign something before you play this game?
no, it's just,
Do you need a background check before you're allowed to download it?
no.
Are you
But
sure
I've
this
been
is a game and not
doing a
just
lot
like
of towards the individual
Pedophile
level
Simulator
tables,
2012.
along with a bunch of people
Night at
from
the
a
playground?
A couple of days ago, I spent literally 3 hours improving one of the times. And the final time was 19 and a half seconds or so.
Huh. I'm still
That's
trying to
very
wrap my
well
head around
well
this
done. I'm
concept.
trying to wrap my head around how this game would even work.
You
But-
take pictures of girls shooting bullets.
See, I think your main mistake there was you saying little.
Yeah.
Well, the sprites are little.
Are they shooting bullets at you? Because that would definitely explain the game.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you're
Yeah. So they don't like
Okay.
being spied on, and they're gonna get you.
Considering most of them, though, are at least, I think, 100 years old. They aren't so
That doesn't work.
That's not a little
That doesn't
girl.
make it any better, does it? They're not underage. They're like 100.
at
But they're
least
little.
1,000
It's totally fine. Yeah, because I mean the characters in Disgaea are technically like 1,000, so it's all right. Either way,
Huh.
let's move on.
Yeah,
Simpson,
we need to.
What have you been doing?
This whole week has basically been trying to gather clips. I lost all my video for Ape Escape, so I basically had to re-record everything I've ever done this week.
Oh.
Everything
exciting.
you've ever
This is
done.
not
Everything.
ridiculous based.
Man, it must have been
Wow.
really hard for you to like arrange your, 10-year-old prom again.
10-year-old prom.
Well, I can't remember how grades work, so I just said 10-year-old.
Well, that's a good guess. You're only off by about 90%. It's fine.
Right. Doing well.
We
Yeah.
don't have a recap for... Oh, wait, is there more? You can go on.
Oh yeah, I decided to go ahead and grab Ape Escape 3 as well, and I'll start
that's a
looking
good
into that once
choice.
I'm done.
It's a good choice.
Yeah, great pick.
All you have to do is just be worse than me, so I can more realistically call myself second best speedrunner of Ape Escape 3.
Yeah, so good luck.
Currently second best out of 2.
A fine title.
I'm doing well.
I think Exo bought Ape Escape 3 as well, so you're soon going to be
I don't
fourth
think
out of
he's had.
3.
I don't think he's had the time to play it yet.
It doesn't matter.
All right, I've seen a few people say about Ape 3 or Ape 2, so I don't know. Maybe I'll have to just retire. If I
Tied
retire
for
now,
third.
all I got to do is improve a run and then retire, and then people will just pretend or just assume that I would keep improving at the same amount of time, and that I'd eventually would have been better. But
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do with Ape Escape, though. I just want to get one solid SS.
you
And
need to get
call
that
it
sub
quits.
1 hour. Sub 1 hour. Anyway,
Yeah.
Jason, that.
right is
Did you want to do the recap of Fiesel?
Fiesel's week. Well, Fiesel streamed at least twice because I got emails about it. I'm gonna. Do you want to make something up? He played some Zelda 2 and did quite well. And he didn't practice Legacy of the Wizard or Super Mario World.
Yeah, that's pretty close
Is
to
that
what I was
about
going to
right?
make up.
Yeah, I mean, sounds about right.
I
So
probably would have said I should have been doing marathon practice, but instead I was doing the record route,
yeah.
and I should get back to it this week.
Okay. I think that counts.
There's probably a well-disguised plug for SGDQ coming in there, but we'll throw that into Speedrun
and
news,
also,
so-
people seem to really like Zelda 2. A lot of people are watching his stream.
Indeed.
I think we.
I think, yeah, that's pretty fitting.
Yeah. Okay. Good job, us. So let's roll right into records. Let's roll right into records. Yeah. Can I add any more R's in there? Do you reckon?
No.
No, I don't think I can. I'm stuck. Anyway, let's records. Oh man, I can't have the chat and. Right. Hey, hang on. Is that just the ASCII icon for a mouse that's built into Microsoft Windows, Duckfist? You can tell me if it is, because I think it actually is. Either way,
Are you questioning Duckfist?
no, I'm just keen to know if it's the right one.
I made
questioning
it
his dedication
pixel by
to this.
pixel. Give me a break, guys.
Yeah, that was a photograph of Duckfist's mouse.
It's very good. It's very good. Either way, of course, Cool Kid got a record in Half-Life, hard mode, single segment, 40-35 real time. I mean, it's Cool Kid. Of course, it's Cool Kid. Remember when he said he wasn't that good?
And that he was just playing for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that day. I wrote it down in my journal.
Yeah, and
The kid said he was playing a game casually.
and
Today
yeah,
is a monumental day.
I'm scared about his casual. He
Yeah.
joined my stream early when I was playing Bionic Commando. He said I wasn't too good at this. You're probably better than me, and I was like, what?
So you wrote that down in your journal too, then?
Yeah, I did. Cool Kid doesn't know what he's on about. That's what I
Yeah.
wrote next to it. Either way, it's hard mode, so it means you can get killed by more random bullshit. I think you may take more full damage as well. So I don't know if that changes the route or just makes it less forgiving. Probably less forgiving. Either way, it's no scripts, of course. So all of this is him bunny hopping the whole time. And it's the Steam version which has the forward velocity cap, which basically if you're going too fast when you land, the next jump you'll lose all speed. So that's to try and stop you flying across the level. So you have to purposely slow yourself down in some cases, I believe. Otherwise you'll stop completely.
Huh.
So
Yeah, I just want to chime in. I noticed in this video he's got the field of view turned up a little higher than the default settings, so that's why it kind of looks like the gun's detached from the screen. And it also makes it look like it's moving faster, but it's just like an old school kind of preference that first-person shooter players have. And in hard mode, you deal less damage to enemies, and you receive less health from pretty much every health and armor source. So, just
there you go. That's what he's here for, Duckfist. I love that jump, because you throw a grenade at water, and it blows you all the way up into the air.
Sounds
It's
about
incredible. So yeah, it's really weird watching. It's one of the old school first-person shooter runs where you don't really know what's going on at all.
Yeah.
You just watch someone flying around the level all over the place. But it's pretty sweet, and it's cool, kid. So that's why I put it first. It's not quite a week of Garfield record broken, but I'm now just keen to see if EXO has a go at this and tries to beat it.
EXO's been playing it a lot. You never know with him.
Yeah. But, you know, it's all good. It's all good. Anyway, we'll leave that video rolling while we briefly mention this one. Bombman 64, the second attack by Kirkyu, any percent. 120.205. Isn't this like 2 or 3 minutes faster than the one he had before?
Yeah, I think so.
Because we had it on one of our first shows.
Uh-huh.
It was on one of the dead shows, I remember.
Check the handy link database.
Well, we could, yeah.
Look at that, 125.50. See how quickly I got that information?
Well done, wow.
So, like 4 minutes faster.
Yeah, just about. So, that link database, you can find it below our stream. Hopefully it's updated. No, it's not. Do you wanna be feasible and give us an excuse why it's not updated? Or?
He's was working on Rygar.
Alright, okay. That's good. That's all I need. So yeah, again, Kirkyu. We like Kirkyu, so I don't think you can say his name in chat.
Yeah, I think he's still censored.
I think he's still censored, so he's too hot for our stream.
That's the price of being on the April Fool's Day episode.
Exactly.
Your name can never be mentioned.
So,
oh well.
Wait. So congratulations, Kirk, on that. He's not running it at SGDQ, is he? He's running a different Bomberman. Bomberman Hero.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a Bomberman
Hero, is it?
Bomberman Hero race.
Yeah, he's racing Ness, so that's all good. Then we got Wind Waker. Did we confirm this is actually a record, or?
I think so, because it's a personal best for him, and he had the record before.
I thought Gianna had the record before.
This is faster than Gianno's.
Yeah, I know that.
Wait, didn't we mention this last week?
No, we didn't.
Oh.
This is Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, any percent, 6 hours 11:18 by Cosmo. We found out it was a 6:03 by a Japanese guy, but considering how long this is, I'm going to assume there's quite a lot of text difference between the two. But either way, I watched quite a bit of this run, actually. It's pretty cool to watch Wind Waker.
Yeah, it is. And this doesn't use the Tingle Tuner either.
Oh, it doesn't.
Nope.
But yeah, I watched him play it the other day. He was doing runs for ages, like all day. And then I watched him not do that well in a race last night, so... it's pretty good. Anyway, so that's cool. Again, got a lot of Legend of Zelda in today's show, and they're all in random places, depending on how we found out. Then this game, I don't know anything about this. PJ, do you know this at all?
I've seen it once or twice. Sweet Home is a Famicom game, Japanese only. It's like a a horror RPG type game. It's pretty interesting. I think you get like 5 characters and you have to split them up into 2 different groups or a few different groups. You have to separate them a few times and go collect stuff to get through this place. So I've never played it. It looks pretty interesting. It gets a lot of good feedback. But Rain's been working on this for a while, and he finally got this run.
Sweet Home.
I don't know if there are any other runners of this.
Is it meant to be Home Sweet Home or
just Sweet Home?
just Sweet Home?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, I mean, I've never heard of it. I've seen Rain chatting a bit about it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, I mean, he's really happy with that time, and I trust him that that's a good time.
Yeah.
So it's being submitted. If anybody in chat, by the way, has played it and is familiar with it, you should go verify that run.
Oh, has it been submitted? Wow.
Yep.
Well, excellent. Okay. I'll tell you what. No Name, you can do this one because it's brief. It's sort of monkey related. If you want to read out this next one.
Miles got a 727.81 in Super Monkey Ball Expert, Expert Extra, and Master. I actually watched this run a couple days ago.
Everyone should watch it for the record.
It's
We have a clip.
fantastic.
Yeah, we have a clip, but this is the one we sort of bumbled over mentioning last week, so we thought we'd put
Yeah.
it in properly this week.
Really
It's-
impressed by it.
It's basically sex.
it's pretty much ridiculously. It's just obscene.
Yeah. Yeah, it is deathless, right?
No, it
I
has a
don't
few
think-
deaths, doesn't it?
I'm pretty sure
No,
it was
his-
deathless.
Yeah, his previous one had a death. It was like a 740.
Oh, right. Oh, this is actually the improved one.
Yeah, I watched it today.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing a death. I think it's legit
Yeah.
deathless.
That
Yep,
is-
it's ridiculous. Just balls to the wall on every stage.
yeah. Miles is coming to a... No, fuck you, balls to the wall. Get out. Get the hell out of here.
I was hoping that would slip by.
Oh, dear. Is Miles coming to Awesome Games Done Quick, the next one? Because I think he needs to be there.
I'm putting him in a bag and bringing him.
Look at that shit. That's
Yeah,
not
that's-
even fair.
No, it's
Yeah.
not at all fair.
Either way, yeah, this run is so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anybody who anytime you watch a Super Monkey Ball run, you're like, oh man, that looks awesome. Then you go and try it, and you don't even come close
No.
to what you're meant to do.
This is like, I remember, so Cosmo submitted a single segment of this a while ago, like a few months ago, and we're all like, whoa, Cosmo Super Monkey Ball, it's got to be amazing, and Miles rejected it, and like, his verify response was just like 40 videos to better strategies. And we were like, yeah, okay, well, none of those are possible. And all of his videos are like showing these ridiculous strategies just like 10 times in a row. Just get to the exit, reset.
Yeah.
You're all like, all right, you got to do a run right now.
Well, this is single segment as well. This isn't
Oh, yeah.
clips. This is in one.
Yep.
Like,
He is a beast. Wow.
yeah. So it does all of Expert, right, and all of Master? Well, not all of, but I mean, it finishes them all.
Yeah, it finishes all. It's
Yeah.
like what, expert, and then is there extra, and then master, or
Yep, in that order.
Something.
okay?
Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, it's obscene. It's a really good run. So go find that. We'll post it in the database at some point. I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube as well, so...
Yeah, it is on YouTube.
Yeah, so you can find it on YouTube if you need to watch something. But yeah, it's ridiculous. PJ, you can do this. This is
Can I?
briefly in your sort of...
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Clage finally got the run of Bloodlines.
How long
And,
has this taken him?
A long time. A long time. Like, he submitted that one run a while ago, and it missed like a few of the skips, and I think there was something wrong with stage 6. I don't remember. But like, so he submitted that run, he wasn't really happy. And so he decided to redo it, and he's been going at it for a while. And his previous best was like 31:04 or something. 31 something. So he got a 30-50 in this run, and it's just the most ridiculous run of this game that I've ever seen. And anyone who knows Clage knows that like his standards for this are really high, and he has no regrets at all with this run. Like everything was perfect. So he's got that video highlighted on his channel. Everybody should go watch it because it's nuts. And obviously that's being submitted.
I also just have to shout out to the fact that the character is named Morris.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's absolutely fantastic.
Well, it's Jonathan Morris,
Oh, I
not
thought it was.
just Morris.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought it was just Morris. I'm sorry.
sorry.
Okay, and then next, we're going to try and buzz over this one so that the rat doesn't appear.
So we don't get
Don't lose
Splinterface.
it.
That rat.
Splinterface too much. TMNT 4 Turtles in Time, any percent rap 2040 by Mike Uyama. Wasn't he going to go sub 2040?
Yeah, he wanted sub 2040, so he can't submit this.
So he,
If he does, I'm going to reject it with all caps.
so
My
yeah.
keyboard's going to explode in triumph with that rejection.
So yeah, there it is. Uyama, get on it, man. Come on.
I keep thinking, like, every time I watch his stream, I'm like, man, he's really good at this, and his splits are like all over the place. Be like -8 on one stage and like +13 on the next. Wait, how? What is even happening in this game?
It's incredible.
So, no.
Why?
Okay, well, that one.
Oh my god, Splinterface. It's just too much. It's too much to handle. Anyway, Splinterface. There it is.
It's better than Goof.
If TMNT 4 is going to be a any future marathon, there needs to be a Splinterface picture.
Yep.
It needs to happen. Anyway, next is SMRPG. Any percent 59. That's not right. 256.50 by Raku. Was that the old guy? The guy
The old guy.
yeah, the guy before Sig.
Yeah,
beat-
it's the guy that Cypher beat by 1 second in his marathon.
yeah.
The most embarrassing run of his life.
Yeah. So, Sigifer beaten by 19 seconds. Raku took it back.
Uh-huh.
Sigifer, he can do better than this. I know he can. He just needs to get the right
he's
run.
aiming like 4 minutes faster than that.
So is he still running this at all? Or?
I think he took a short break after
I
his
imagine
marathon.
he did. I can't imagine he would be like... What are you doing? Stop it. It's not fair. Yeah, so Sigifer will get that record, hopefully. He better
Yeah,
anyway.
he'll take it back once he
Yeah.
gets back into it.
Yeah. Okay, so SimStim. Hey, look, another monkey-based speedrun. You can
Yes.
you can read this one out.
Alright, looks like Donkey Kong Country was done in 36:27 by TJP7154.
That's the all levels, no warps at all, right?
Correct.
Seems like
Yeah. He didn't do his funky go back and do a warp to complete a level thing.
Nope.
So, yeah, 31:38 real time, 14 seconds faster than Silent Wolf, who took the record from him briefly. And I don't know, I think he's still going on with this, right?
Yeah, because this run had at
had
least
a
one
death,
death, I think. I don't know if it had 2, but he wants a deathless.
Yeah, apparently sub 31 game time is possible, so you can do it at least 39 seconds faster than this, which is pretty crazy.
You can do it, TJP.
Yeah, did he hit every jump roll?
Yeah, I think he hit all of them except that one that he's not trying for. I don't think he does the tanked up treble one.
So, yeah, I mean, keep at it, TJP, and hopefully Silent Wolf, like, comes up too, so we get a bit of excitement going on, bit of racing. So, yeah, we got this one. I don't know anything about this.
Illusion of Gaia.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's an SCNES RPG.
You better believe it. Action
Yeah.
RPG.
Sorry.
You better be.
No, I thought it might be just the regular one that isn't any type of RPG, just an
Yes.
RPG.
Just generic.
No action, no strategy, no
No.
tactics. It's
Nothing.
just an RPG.
Yes, this was by Puexel. I think he had the record before. I don't remember what it was. I want to say it was 229, but I thought he had another 226 before. But the best part about this run is that he lost. He lost to the easiest minigame in the entire game at the very end. You have like a minute to just punch snakes. And all you have to do is stand in the middle of the room, hold the A button, and just like rock back and forth left and right on the D-pad. And I don't know. I honestly don't know. Oh, okay, looks like Nitrodon's saying he didn't lose it. He accidentally left the room. Either way, that's supremely embarrassing. Because I think it's a minute long. I think the timer is a minute. So, yeah, he had to...
This is usually what happens when I find people ask, "Oh, can you do this minigame or something that I haven't practiced at all?" And I say no. No, I don't want to do that at all.
yeah. But he still got the record, so...
Yeah, well
I
done.
think he's trying Cypher strats.
What, super
the
fast
record.
menus? Oh,
No,
right.
no. Beat the record with the most embarrassing defeats in it.
Okay, so
So-
PJ, you know about this next one too, PJ. Go on.
I do?
Yeah, you do. It's
Oh.
Lazoot.
Yeah, so, this Ocarina of Time run, CFG beat his best again. The time now is
did.
21:45. Which is just,
What is
just stupid.
he... Okay, can I be honest? What the fuck is he doing? Like, it doesn't even make sense that it keeps getting faster like this.
Well, the good news is he's done.
Oh, is
He's
he done?
finished. This is it. This is being submitted. I watched this run 3 times in the past week because, like, every time I run into a friend and they're just like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Somehow everybody was mentioning Ocarina of Time this week without knowing about this.
Mm.
Of course, I'm like, oh, tee guess how fast the speedruns are? And they're like, I don't know, 4 hours? I'm like, oh, just missed. 21 minutes. So I, like, sat through it 3 times, playing it for these guys, and, like, they were just sitting there with blank faces the entire time. Had no idea what was happening. And, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
absolutely ridiculous.
It's yeah. I mean, one thing I've had someone ask, it was Cosmo was on, I don't know if it was a podcast or just an interview type thing I was listening to on YouTube, but people kept asking him, or people wanted to know, what's the fastest he can complete the game with no glitches?
No glitches?
Yeah, so like no
Question mark?
no skip glitches, no
How are you going to define a
infinite
glitch in
sword
this
glitch.
game?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. So he basically said if he had no skip glitches, maybe like 6 hours or something. I can't remember. So I mean, is anybody ever gonna do no skip glitches? Like no skip? Yeah, no skip glitches. That works.
Well, it looks like Fino just posted a time in chat.
Yeah, 3 hours 57.
So there's your answer, I
Like,
guess.
yeah, I kind of want to see it now that any percent is dead. Let's leave it to die, please. Yeah, just
Until
like,
the next skip where Link jumps out of his house into Ganon's tower and punches him with his shield to death.
he just wakes up into the credits. There'll be a memory corruption at some point. Like Pokemon, he'll walk through his PC and be in the Elite Four.
Yeah.
Alright,
So, anyways, if you've been holding
Yeah,
out on
yeah.
watching any of those runs because you want to wait for the final one, this is
Yeah.
it. So,
Yeah.
go watch it.
yeah. I mean, he can finally rest now. His old bones ache, I'm sure, so... right, Ninja Gaiden, low percent, 1307 by Sinister One. We beat, well, not we, he beat Hotarubi, which is awesome.
And he's not EXO, which makes
And
it even
he's
more...
so excellent.
It's a legitimate accomplishment now.
Yeah, so that's really awesome because he was, you know, moaning, or not moaning, but wasn't convinced he could actually really beat Hotarubi ever. He didn't even think the times were that gettable, and yet he did it, low percent. So that's sword only, right? No,
Yeah.
No magic.
Just-
Is it no magic or
Yeah, nothing. No
Oh.
Nimpo.
just
No time stop. No health refills.
Yeah, so Hotarubi has had all of his records in this game taken away from him in the last 2 weeks.
Yes, he has.
Once by EXO in any percent, once by Sinister. So it's really cool to see that, you know, Sinister
Yeah.
got it. He's worked on this game for absolutely ages. He's probably been running this game for about 5 years on and off, right? So
I don't know.
I don't know if that's accurate at all,
If
but-
you really want to make him look bad, I mean, guess you could say that. Yeah, he just absolutely ripped this game
Yeah.
in Stage 6. And I was rewatching it, and the best part is, at the beginning of Stage 6, he's like, oh man, I don't even think I can save time here. And he just, like, destroyed it. Absolutely rocked it. So, yeah. Amazing.
So now we just need the Super Metroid runners to step up, beat Hotarubi, and before we know it, he'll be crying tears and cursing the West, right?
Yeah, then we only have to beat the other 25 records
Yeah.
he's got.
Yeah, I mean, we can do it, sort of.
He's probably just sitting in his home on his throne, laughing, rubbing his fists together. They think they've got me. Just picture him like Dr. Claw.
I can just picture him, you know, like, looking over at his SNES, going to plug it in, and then thinking, no, I'll wait. Or
Yeah.
refusing to dig out an old video he's got from 2003 of him beating this time. So, anyway, yeah, really good job to Sinister 1. Awesome
Yeah.
to see that, 1307. And as you should have known from any of the episodes we've mentioned, Hotarubi, it is no mean feat to be one of his times.
Yeah, Hotarubi is a legend.
He's obscene. He's absolutely obscene. So,
Speaking of Hotarubi and Ninja Gaiden,
oh yeah,
Hotarubi has the Ninja Gaiden 2 record right now.
does he?
And EXO and Sinister were both tossing around the idea of picking up that game. So I don't
Wow.
know if they're just talking right now, or if that's actually going to happen. But we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. I know. Is it Arcus running 2 or does Arcus run 3?
That's a really good question.
Yeah, I can't remember which
I
one
don't
it
remember
is.
which one it was.
So, yeah, because I read the thread and it was one of the cutest posts I've ever read, which was someone saying, "Man, everybody's beating Hotarubi's times but me." So, yeah, that's cool. We'll see how it goes. Then this one, another success story of us being contacted by the runner. Fino beat Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess 100%, 8:04:50, which is 12 minutes 7 seconds faster than his last time.
Wow.
Yeah, 12. Nothing quite like beating your old run by 12 whole minutes, but yeah, awesome stuff. I was meant to get the Fino face that he drew of himself and give it to Duckfist to put on the stream, but I forgot, so
Oh man.
I might have to go find it and I'll go find it and throw it over to Duckfist.
Find it.
Oh, you got it. Do you have it on?
Find it, dude. I don't
Okay,
know
I'll
where
find
is.
it.
Better go get it. You've
Where
got like
is-
2
where-
hours left.
We're on a
Where-
schedule here.
Where the hell is the picture? Is it in the new users thing?
I don't know. He
There
didn't
it
send
is.
it to me.
Well, no, it's in the pictures thread on the forum.
Hurry.
Okay, I'm finding it. You do the next one while I find the face.
Oh man, the ultimate punishment. You're making me talk about Sonic.
Hey, I already made you talk
And-
about it for a whole
and it's
2
a good-
hours.
And it's a good time.
Yeah.
So I've got to actually try and sound excited.
There you go, there's the Fino face. I'm a bit worried that he thinks that he's black. He doesn't look... I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. Get that up on there. Fino face.
Okay, so Sonic 2.
Yeah.
Mike89's been working on this game for a long time.
Feels like
Heck,
forever.
He's been working on this since the Sonic episode, hasn't he?
At least, yeah.
The difference is he was working on the Sonic category of Sonic 2. And recently he's been working on the Knuckles run.
Yeah, and then he realised
Um,
that Sonic sucks.
Yeah,
To quote, what is it, the awesome thing? All Sonic has is that spinning strike move that sucks balls.
Okay.
That's
there
what
you
it
go.
is. I'm pretty sure that's the quote.
That's all you need to know.
Yep.
So 15:58 is his time.
There's the Pheno. That's Pheno face.
Nice.
It's really good.
That's, there you go. If you ever
Alright.
wanted to know what Pheno looks like,
Yeah.
use the one on the right. So yeah, this run is 15 seconds faster than his Sonic time.
Hmm.
I'm sure Knuckles has a bunch of crazy skips that Sonic can't do, but oh wait, no, I think Sonic has a skip that saves 30 seconds that Knuckle can't do.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's probably a really good run. I know Mike's lost a lot of runs in like the final stages in the past week or two, so it's good to see that he finally finished that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been hearing him. God, just lost this long run at this point in Skype for quite a while. It feels like a very long time. So if he's finally done, that's going to be very easy for me to not read those because they're not going to be there. So congratulations to Mike. You can finally go. I don't know what you do after you get a run. I guess do the Sonic run or do Tails. I don't really know.
No one's going to do the Tails run.
Who
I
wants?
didn't even know Tails was in that game.
I didn't know Knuckles was in it, but then I remember that you have the cart in a cart.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you put the
the
cart.
Frankenstein that you plug
Yeah.
into the console. Yeah.
You plug the Sonic cart through Knuckles cart in, and then you put Sonic 2 on the cart. So you got the cart in the cart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of those probably has an AC adapter that you got to plug in.
knowing the Mega Drive, then yeah.
Yeah.
Watching that video of the day in the life of PJ, where Trihex and you were talking about the Genesis, and he's just like, look at this ugly piece of shit. Like, look how big these.
Yeah.
That's very good.
D-Ballin took up an entire surge protector, plugging in
A
one
6
Genesis.
plug. It was a 6 plug
Yeah.
connector, and it had 2 plugs in it. That's how big they were. Alright, and then, I mean, does any of our guests, we got one left if either of you want to fight over who does it.
Okay, nope, I'm doing it.
Go on then.
Alright, okay. Okay, Rayman Origins Run. So we have a single segment, 90%, 2 hours, 11 minutes, and 58 seconds from Spike Vegeta for the Wii version of the game.
That's the new one, right? And I don't know if anybody else has run it.
Looks,
I don't know.
I don't know.
yeah, I don't know nothing about this game either.
It's one of those current generation reimaginings of an old platform that people got really excited about, and then a few people tried to run, and no one sort of ran.
I honestly didn't even know it was the Wii until he told us in that message. I assumed it was PS2.
Oh
'cause
yeah, he
that's-
wrote that massive message, didn't he?
Yep.
What does it say? Does it
Yeah.
say anything interesting?
Alright, I got it. So,
Oh no, wait, he spelled ecstatic wrong.
yeah, I know, I noticed that. So Spike Vegeta was a model record breaker here, and he sent us something to even read about this game because he knew that since it wasn't NES or Super Nintendo, Fiesel and I didn't know about it.
He
And
said,
since it's anything,
Yeah.
Flicky didn't know about it.
I'm
So-
pretty ecstatic. Ecstatic. What does that even mean? Like,
Don't worry about it.
You used to be a cat, but now you're not. Like,
You want to read through this, Flicky?
no, I don't.
Seems like you're already pretty on.
No,
Alright,
I
fine.
don't. Go.
Okay, I was pretty ecstatic about this time. Let's go. The game itself is a modern 2D platformer that pays respect to awesome 90s 2D platformers. Okay,
All right.
sounds alright.
Okay.
So he times about 2 minutes and 5 seconds worth of mistakes, which is pretty solid for a 2+ hour run.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Says he got 2 deaths, only 15 seconds total between them, which that's pretty cool. Spawn. Like my ActRaiser 2 run had 1 death, and it took like 35 seconds to respawn.
Hmm.
So yeah, this is on the Wii. The PC version has no load times and all that stuff, so the
Oh,
PC version is obviously faster.
be right back. Beating record.
Yeah. So he estimates maybe sub 2 would be possible on the PC version. And he
Wow.
says here that if he is going to redo it, he'll do it on the PC.
Oh,
And
there
he
you go.
encourages all of us to play the game and beat his time.
Well, there you go.
I didn't say that, but you should, because then you'll get on the show. And we'll read the
Yeah.
giant block of text that you send us.
Yeah. Speaking of sending us, well, actually no. Fuck. Whatever.
That's what you
If
had
you-
a segue.
I
You can
know I had it, and I just lost it. It's getting away from me. It's rolling down the hill, and I'm too lazy to go after it. So
All right.
And now this is your segue.
now this is what I've ended up with.
Speaking of rolling down the hill,
Speaking of screwing up a segue, you can send us your records with a video and some info about your run if you wish to, and we will mention it on the show. It's quite hard for us to find out a lot of these records ourselves, so if you tell us, you'll get on. I know for a fact that Half-Life and Twilight Princess were told to us by people. Rayman
Yeah.
Origins was just told to us by someone.
Yep.
I don't know about the others. I think we watched most of them, or someone did. But
Yeah,
I'm guessing Bomberman: A Second Attack must have been told to us.
no, I fished that one out.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yes, I know.
That's
I'm just as impressed.
Yeah, that's incredible. So, you can either send us to IRC, find Flicky, PJ, Feasel, or Duckfist. Flicky, PJ, Feasel? Yeah, that's right. In IRC, or you can PM our Twitch channel, or you can send an email to sundaysequencebreak@gmail.com, which have any of us checked this week?
Yeah, I check it every day, but
Okay, that's
I
good.
think you're telling him the wrong email address. There's a D in front of it. And
No,
this
there
one.
isn't a the.
I can prove to you there is.
No, Duckfist told us last week there was no the. Is there
We're
one?
gonna have
I need to know
Duckfist
this.
back us up here.
Because last week we said it was with the, and then Duckfist was like, no.
I'm pretty sure it's just Sunday sequence break, because like Google wouldn't let me register that many characters.
Oh, well there you go.
I've sent an email to thee, and then I was able to check it. Well, anyway, if you have something and you want to send it to an email,
Yeah.
try Sunday Sequence Break and the Sunday Sequence Break at Gmail.
Yeah,
One of them
just
will get it, and one of them will be us.
send it to both.
We'll figure out our own email address.
Yeah, just leave us the name of the game, the category, the time, your name, and a video, and highlights would be absolutely fantastic if you could. What is this thing tacked on here at the end, Duckfist? Karakan got
What
bored,
thing?
decided that his weekend was just too busy, so he threw it all away and apparently ran Final Fantasy X and broke his single segment record
By 7 seconds.
by 7 seconds.
Was this the one he did yesterday?
Yeah.
Wow. I was watching that one for a bit, and then he was behind by like 5 minutes, and I was like, alright, time to do something else.
So yeah, there you go, Karakan.
Wow.
We mentioned you again. Are you happy now?
Well done. I don't even know if I'm impressed or just really sad now. I thought he was going to submit the other one.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Eric Harn, you got some splaining to do.
Anyway, as far as news goes, I don't really have a lot, but Summer Games Done Quick is soon. Whenever I see S, I want to say Sunday now. But
You can do it Sunday games.
Sunday Games Done Quick, it's soon. It's not... Well, in 2 weekends from now, you'll be watching it. Not next weekend, but the weekend after, you'll be watching Sunday Games Done Quick. See? Do you know how hard it is?
No, I don't. It starts on May 24th. That's a Thursday.
Which is a Thursday and runs until... Is it the Monday? Or is it the Sunday?
I think it runs into... I should know this. Duckfist is on it. There it is, to the 28th, the Monday.
Monday. So, Duckfist will be there running Mega Man 9?
10, I think.
10? 9 and 10? 10?
Just
think
10,
just 10.
like officially, but there might be like a donation thing for some extra games, and 9 is on there.
Alright. Oh yeah, there is a list of those. I was looking through that and I was really mad because Typing of the Dead wasn't on it. And then I realised Typing of the Dead's actually in the marathon, so now
Yeah.
I'm super happy.
You better
So,
believe it is.
If you're about on Friday the 25th of May at 11:30 EST, you better fucking be watching Typing of the Dead. Because that run is going to be amazing. I can also hear myself echoing. Can anyone else hear that? Or?
Nope. That's
No?
just you again.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But yeah, you need to watch Typing of the Dead. You have to. It's Peaches and it's Typing of the Dead. It'll be
Also,
incredible.
Star Tropics is the big headliner this year, which makes me really happy.
Yeah, just gonna glance through this at runs. If you see any of the people who've been on the show, go watch them. We've got Mr. K and Mike Uyama, and others. I can't be bothered to look for all of them. Other games, yeah, well,
Ram Scout. He will be a guest.
oh yeah, he will be a guest next week. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando will be on. That's Ratchet and Clank 2. That'll be awesome. I'm excited about that.
Oh, Nigleria.
Oh,
There we go.
Nicolas.
Sonic 2.
All right, yeah. He's also doing No More Heroes apparently.
Nest Kamikaze and Peaches.
And
Kirk Q.
shh, can't say those two names.
No, we can say them. We just can't type
We
them.
just can't type them.
Yeah, it's okay. So anyways, there's lots of good stuff there. You should
Wait,
check out the
Uranium Anchor's doing Mega Man 4?
Uh-huh.
But Duckfist runs that game.
UA is doing reverse boss order.
Right, okay. I mean, yeah, Nigleria's going to do doing Sonic 1 and 2. Yeah, there's loads of cool stuff.
Yep.
There. There needs to be one more game I can recommend. Well, there's lots of cool stuff. I don't care. Oh, maybe the
There
task
needs to be
demonstration.
One more game I can recommend.
Maybe the live task, Nesbot, with the Delicot.
Yes.
Yeah, so, pray for Gradius, guys. Pray for Gradius.
I'd honestly recommend watching the VVVVVV run just because Frank Lloyd's insane at that.
Yeah, Trank is a beast.
That game is awesome too. So. Oh yeah, there's DLC. I was just trying to figure out how it was a 50-minute estimate. But yeah, there's the DLC levels he'll be doing as well.
Don't question it.
Because I was like, isn't his NE% like 16 minutes?
It's like 3 additional maps on top of that.
Yeah. So that'll be awesome. Check out that game. I'm a big fan of VVV. So.
Yep.
Do you know I met the creator of VVV?
Nope.
I met him at Eurogamer convention in London, and we played his new game, which I'm not going to tell you anything about, but it's called At a Distance, and I'm not going to tell you anything about it because it is the most weird thing I've ever played. It's a co-op game, but you don't realize it's co-op if you're not told. But me and my friends were the second 2 people in the world to beat it, and so we went up to him after we were done. And we were like, oh, we finished your game. Has anyone else ever done it? And he was like, I think one other pair have done it. And I was like, oh yeah, well, we just really wanted to play because we loved VVV. It was really good. And he's like, yeah, it was good. I was like, oh, so you made the games? Yes. Well, thank you, Terry. Thank you very much. He was like the least enthusiastic of any of the game indie guys there. It's just sort of a very surreal experience. It's like
Nice.
meeting your hero and finding out that he's actually a wall. So, yeah. Either way, I think we're gonna roll. We don't have any filler because I'm not allowed to talk about that.
No.
Oh
you're
no,
not allowed to
we got TASes.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hang on a second.
Don't.
What's this one? Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time in a time slower than the NE%.
Yeah, I think it's just because the timing is different.
Oh, is it?
I'm assuming. Because the passes usually start like right when you press start on the title screen or on power on or something. And knowing OOT, there's probably like 25 minutes of cutscenes and whatnot before you actually start moving.
I think that's Majora's Mask is the main one. But
Ah, here we go. ZFG says, using console timing, it's 1939. So there you go.
1930. So yeah. So that is okay. I'm glad because that didn't make any sense on that. So it's by Swordless Link, who also runs the game. I think normally, right?
I don't know.
think so.
You're on
I
your
think-
own there.
I think he does. Either way, he has a big YouTube page with a lot of tricks and glitches on it as well. I know that for maybe sort of a fact. So, yeah, 1930, I guess. Well, fuck, you know.
Good save.
It's just not fair. It's not fair. And then Strider on NES by Kaiman. Do you know anything about this, PJ?
No. Well, yes and no. I know it's normally longer than 3 minutes and 42.18 seconds.
See, I know that as well. That's about as far as I go with it.
Minutes. Yeah, so 3.5 minutes. He just like zips through whatever he wants.
Yeah, I've just looked at the voting poll. Should this be
Yeah.
published? No,
100%,
0% 0. Yes, 100% 29 votes. Meh, 0% 0.
Yeah.
So I'm actually
It's
going to watch it
ridiculous.
now. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's NES Strider, and it's in 3.5 minutes. That's
Yeah.
what more could you say than
I
that?
saw that time and was like, I don't really know. I don't really know this game, but I gotta watch it now.
Yeah, he's basically zipping everywhere or just strolling in a very bizarre manner.
Yeah.
I never realized how bad Strider 1 was until just now. I guess it only got good by Strider 2 or 3, whichever one was the good one. Anyway, now let's roll into our game of the week, shall we? Because
Shall?
we can't talk about the 10 ways to get his attention. It's a sad fact. Anyway, so there we go. Ape Escape. We got No Name and Simstim with us here to talk about the game. Thanks for coming on. Of
No
course.
problem.
Thanks for having us.
And I sort of want this show, I wanted Ape Escape for a while, just so that you guys will actually finish a run and we can get it on the website already. Because it's been quite a long time.
I've been working on it.
Yeah, too long. Yeah, hit those splits. Apparently, people are yelling about splits. So yeah, I mean, you guys can roll into it. Everyone of you wants to take the lead with history and just.
You go ahead and start it off, since you're technically at the beginning of this.
Yeah. It was actually really close to 2 years ago. I actually stumbled across SDA and was like, why is there no Ape Escape run?
Which is exactly what I did when I joined the site as well.
Same.
So, a little later, I ended up deciding, like, literally a couple days, why don't I do it? And then I just did the planning, tested the routes, and basically went for it. And my initial estimate was actually for the game was about 2 hours. Then after testing, 1.5. Infinite jump. And then it's just kept on going down and down and down.
And it keeps going down.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop going down.
It won't stop going down until someone records a sub 1 hour SS.
Which I think they have. A Japanese guy has done. Which I don't know if there's any differences between the Japanese version at all, but I guess it will happen. Yeah. Oh yeah, he has. I found it. Never mind. Keep talking.
So, I don't remember exactly when it was. I think it was about a year ago. I searched for an Ape Escape task on YouTube, and I found the one by, I think it was QPDB96, and that had the infinite jump in it. And I was like, whoa, how does that work? Then I saw SSBM Stuff's tutorial, and then I was like, hey, that's actually really easy to do. And so
You
that
just press jump a whole bunch.
No, you have to
You
flick the stick. You have to
Yeah.
flick the stick as well, BJ.
And if you do it too fast, you fall. If you do it too slow, you fall. But it's still really forgiving in terms of time. So that completely threw out about half the routes right there. And SSBM Stuff has also just been destroying this game with the time attacks. Like, he's got 17 of the world records on them out of 19. I have the other two because they're simple. Get to the first energy chip to stop the timer, and then go.
Oh yeah, this is the infinite clump. Yeah, so we're gonna just show a bunch of videos while this goes because this game is really broken.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
He's
That's the infinite jump.
Yeah.
that looks legit.
So I mean, the infinite jump glitch was only found like last year, like
Yeah.
late last year as well.
Yeah. And there's also the boost jump, which, as far as I know, SSBM stuff found that.
And again, that was only recently.
Yeah. Push the button while super hooping, and you keep your momentum as opposed to lose it. This allows you to make a lot of jumps you wouldn't normally be able to make.
Yeah. So and then Simston, when did you show up? Because you randomly were in IRC one day, because I was told about this.
Yeah, I've known about SDA and speedrunning for a little while now, and I've been trying to debate on what kind of game to go for, and yeah, same with No Name. Look on the runs for SDA, there's nothing for Ape Escape. So I start going for that, and yeah, I got about around the same time that he did, late 2011. I actually found the SDA topic about it and around 2012 and started talking there, and I've just been playing on and off ever since then.
And didn't you plan your own routes at first, and they were virtually identical to what I had?
Yes.
Like, that just really reaffirmed we both independently came up with pretty much the best routes. There's been a couple of minor improvements here and there, a couple of strategies I used before the task did. Yeah.
It's generally alright, and then Stuff showed... Now, Stuff had been doing time attacks for quite a while on YouTube, but he hadn't posted on SDA anywhere.
Yeah, I actually linked him to the thread after seeing his time attack, saying, hey, you should totally go for an actual speedrun of this game. And then this happened.
Yeah, this is his segmented run, but it's only 4 segments.
And they're all completely insane.
Yeah, and they're about... it's about 20 minutes each, and he did the run in about 4 or 5 days. So, this is all technically possible in a single segment, and not that undoable. I mean, only 4 segments is, that's not a lot. So,
Yeah.
The first segment ends right before probably one of the hardest tricks in the run, and messing that up is instant run ender, just because it's out of bounds. You're running on the top of a wall.
yeah.
That's invisible. If you take the wrong step, you actually just have to restart. So I wouldn't dare attempt it in any of mine. That's honestly part of why I'm not doing the segmented anymore.
Yeah, and so, I mean, as far as history goes, and then a few Japanese guys have shown up recently, but there's not really been much for Apescape. It was just No Name doing a bunch of stuff, and then a few people like me playing a little bit, and then not playing anymore.
Yeah, just very recently, actually, there was a new Japanese player that I checked on Nico to look at, just see if there are any videos up there, and there's a new Japanese player who's posted a new TAS of the game. Nothing really new, but it does show that they basically know all the same strategies we use now. So I think we're on the same level with them.
Like leaving TV tower near the end, I implemented that like a year and a half ago, and that's now in the task. In addition, a wall slide I found recently that's also in the task, and I found that literally not even a month ago.
So
I think we're keeping tabs on each other.
Yeah, so I mean, as far as records go, I think Japanese have all of them.
We've got all the time attacks. They've got all the actual runs.
Yeah. So, I mean, time attacks are very different in this game, right? I mean, because you can freeze the clock.
And that defines every single route.
Yeah.
You can freeze the clock?
Yeah, you pick up items and it freezes the clock.
Yeah, you get the little triangle things, which are technically called energy chips, but really there's no energy. But
basically the coins of the game.
For 1 second, the large ones for 5 seconds. And so stuff like City Park and Crumbling Castle, where there's available ones right off the bat. You just grab those, the timer's frozen, and you keep getting them, and you chain it, and the timer stays frozen for literally the entire level.
Yeah,
Wow.
a lot of the run levels, it's like 3 seconds time attack.
Yeah, Skate Park is at 326, Crumbling Castle's at 184, Frosty Retreat, which SSBM stuff did, is completely ridiculous. It's like 130. Dark Ruins is also, I think, 397, and that's also completely ridiculous.
SSBM is just too beastly at doing these.
I watched some of his, and like the YouTube description is things like, I beat my old time by 17 seconds, and I'm like, but your time is now 2 seconds. Doesn't matter. So yeah, I mean,
thought he just caught a dinosaur in this clip, but there was a monkey on his back.
there is a dinosaur. Oh right, no, he didn't catch the whole thing. That'd be
Yeah.
amazing though.
It's like, whoa!
Just
Well
monkey
done.
on it. And that's actually slower than backtracking. Like,
Oh,
I
is it?
timed both of them. Timed both of them due to the screen transition. Going back is faster.
Ah. So yeah, I mean, so the task time is. I think it was you, Sim, talking about this in the thread. Something. It's not that great, I guess.
That's just me
well,
saying it was, and I quote, a pretty nice job.
yeah, there's really there's not a whole lot more he can do on it. I wasn't able to watch the last part of it, so I didn't see. Do you know if he possibly did the 1-round Jake battle in that?
I was able to watch only the first part, but
Okay.
yeah, the biggest thing I saw was the stadium attack. When he paused, it was at 0.33. You can pause at 0.00.
hmm I mean, I usually end up pausing it at latest like 0.1. So yeah,
Yeah, so that's
could have
just
gotten out that a lot
outright
faster.
bad, especially for a task.
So the task we got in here, it says it was a 5310 by .at. Is that right?
Yes.
And then we were watching SSBM stuff segmented 5730, but apparently Japanese guy, our favorite sea urchin sushi, got a 5722, and I don't really know how.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I don't
And that's
know.
RTA.
No,
That's
stuff
RTA.
like that happened.
Yeah, I'm curious if there is something different between the Japanese and our version of it. If
I
there's
know,
some
yeah.
faster times, maybe.
I'm pretty confident he streamed it on Nico, because Bablo has found his 100% run on there, which I was meant to get the link for, but forgot. So
Oh, Bablo.
I'm pretty convinced that it's legit. Yeah, there it is. Chestnut Sushi C is his quick translation. And yeah, 5722. Like he must have some
Destination.
crazy routes in there, because to beat a segmented time by 8 seconds in a single segment,
Yeah, I'd love to see
yeah,
it.
in a run less than an hour, it's pretty,
That's pretty good.
yeah. And then that poor guy Ven got a 1 hour and 1 second run.
See, that's where we're sitting at right now.
My best is still a 104, honestly. I'm behind.
Yeah. No, what was your best stim? Aren't you like 105-ish?
I think so. I would have had. I was very close to having a 102, 103 not too long ago before I stopped and sold all my equipment.
Oh.
But that went horribly awry on the final boss. So yeah.
Oh man.
I lost the 101 Haunted House OOB.
Surreal just
Like, I
found
was-
the stuff.
Oh, thank you.
He
Just hook
posted
this
it.
up.
Thank you,
Just out of
Surreal.
curiosity, what are the 100% times on this?
We have a 2:25:55 100% time is.
I could beat that.
Well, we'll see. Now, is it 100%? Because I never actually checked this up between every show. Do you have to do time attacks for that as well?
Yes, you do have to do the time attacks.
Right. So you have to do every
And you have
level
to get them
3,
all to gold. But
Yeah.
gold is a joke in this game.
not like in
like-
3 where it's insane.
Yeah, like gold is a joke. Like when I was replacing my file because I accidentally overwrote it, the Spectre's factory time attack, I had 30, 40 seconds of mistakes and I still got gold.
That's quite good. Some games are either absolutely horribly mean with their gold, or even worse, platinum. What they
Basically
expect
what
you
the
to get.
times are,
and-
but
yeah.
even some of those are complete jokes if you know the route. like thick jungle in particular, the ultra time is like 30 seconds. The SSBM stuff is seen at 299 first time stop, and you keep the time stop through the whole level. So again, that one's a joke if you know the route.
Alright, so yeah, who we got as runners? So we also got you two guys.
Yep.
Yeah,
Us
and
two, SSBM stuff.
is
I guess there was
destroying
someone. I guess there was someone named Payne 907 who was used to be in it, but
They had the old Crumbling Castle world record until I went and beat them.
oh,
Now,
so no longer.
did Earl Cash ever run this, or did he only ever do 2?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything, so I'm assuming probably not.
Right.
And that monkey is a complete jerk.
He steps on a button that blows you away, so if you don't...
And if he decides to shoot missiles at you, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
So there's a possibility of you can walk right up to him and he will not see you and you can catch him, and that saves so much time in this run. But
saw
I've never.
that in my first
Every
test
time I played it,
game.
never happened. I've
I
not had it
saw
happen
it
once.
in my first test run, and that was it. I've never seen him do it again.
Yeah, if not,
I'm like,
he's...
oh yeah, so always just let me walk up to him. And
Yeah.
I start actually running, and like, why am I getting hit? Why am I dying here?
Yeah, so a little thing for those who don't know about running this game, or any of these games, it's really mean. It can,
So- How does this game actually work? Like, there's a bunch of levels. Is there, like, do you have to catch all the monkeys in a level? for it
Each
to
level,
end,
the first
or
time you
just,
go
like-
through it, you have a certain amount of monkeys you have to catch, and then
Okay.
you complete it,
Except
and you can come back in
each
and
one's
catch everything.
Except
Most-
for the one
most-
the goal is go catch Spectre. Those all have one monkey, which is uncatchable to force a return trip. Like, I'm pretty sure that's why. If you could somehow get the magic punch there, I honestly think the game would break if you caught all the monkeys before beating Spectre.
if it's anything like 3, the monkeys just won't be there. Until,
Well, no, 'cause the monkey radar does notice them. Like, they're
does it?
there.
Mhm. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
impossible to catch without the magic punch. And you could technically... Actually, no. The ones where it says go catch Spectre, all of them require the magic punch to get. Because they're in those boxes.
Which require you to have to beat the game before you get it. So
just watch this next catch for people on the stream watching, because this is my favorite.
When you catch a monkey, it has, like, those icons in the bottom right. Is that
Yeah.
how many monkeys you have to catch?
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
You only need
more
5?
That
in
is
this
the
level,
word.
yeah, there's 8 total.
In
Yeah.
Ape Escape 3,
Most they
Flicky, don't you
make
need, like,
catch in any level is
20?
8.
Yeah, in Ape Escape 3 they really ramped up the number of monkeys
So
you
you have
could
to
catch.
catch like 25 in one of the levels.
It's 20 in Kung Fu Place, and I think it's 22 in Midnight Bay.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
It just shoots
Most
up.
monkeys in any one level here is 24.
And that's
And there's
every
20 in
monkey.
Crumbling Castle.
I think there's 46 in the last Spectre level, but you don't have to catch those unless you're doing any percent too.
Actually, I think there's somewhere... I think there's actually over 50 if you're doing it in free play.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, so then
It's ridiculous.
there's QPDB96. He was the Japanese TASA, the first guy. He found the infinite jump, which we've seen a few times, which I'm sure you guys can figure out which one's the infinite jump. I'll give you a clue. It's when the guy flies off into the sky.
It just breaks everything.
Yeah. And then we got Dota, who said he's apparently another Japanese TASA. He just did the recent TAS. And then as far as other guys we've come across, there's Sea Urchin Sushi, Chibi Black, and Ven all have run this at some point. I think there's a guy called Cham too, but maybe he did Apescape too. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, Cham. I remember
Cham.
seeing his name.
Yeah, because we were trying to figure out what the hell his name meant.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, I mean, the categories, there's quite a few categories in this game, right? At least 3.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's...
we have. Go ahead.
There's the one in... The first one, I guess, is Dexter's Island. The last room in that level, there's 3 monkeys, but you don't catch them all at once. But if you catch them all, they always follow the same path. So as long as you catch the first one immediately, the other 2 will always be in there spinning around in the ground getting up phase. and the rock is out of the way. So that room is just not too bad as long as you do that. Then there's Wabi Sabi Wall, that has the gong room. This is honestly one of the worst rooms to try and speedrun because there is no consistent method of getting them. I've never seen them follow the same path. I have seen them all stay at the gong long enough to be caught 1, 2, 3 once.
Hang on a sec. Have we skipped a whole load of the episode? I've just something strange all of a sudden.
Yeah, we ended up jumping. He's talking about which categories we have, like any percent,
Yeah.
any percent two, all that. I'll go on with it then. Yeah, so we have any percent where this is what we basically do most of the time with the single segments, where you just have to beat Spectre and the monkey park in the game. Then there's the any percent two or 100% two. Sorry, where you ended up.
No, that would be any percent too. You just beat him at peak point matrix.
Yeah.
Then 100% adds the Spectre coins and the time attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, in 2 you basically go through every level and catch every monkey. There's 2 endings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's 100%, so three different categories. How long is any percent two? Has anyone actually done it?
I know over 3 hours.
No, that would be 100%. That
sure.
contains all the time.
Oh, okay.
Seeing as the best 100% is 225, I'm assuming cut out the time attacks, it's like a half hour there. So it'll be just under 2 hours, I think. Maybe 145, because you don't have to get the Spectre coins too.
How many monkeys are there in this one? I know there's 302.
204.
204, right?
Alright, this is the super hoop out of bounds right here.
This
I
is
can't-
Oh, you do get the super hoop in this game. I was wondering because he was running real slow.
yeah. No, you get it. That
Yeah,
one's
about
good
halfway in. And
because that is literally just him jumping onto the wall and grabbing it. It's not even him trying. So yeah, I mean, do you want to? I'm going to move these task comments down, and we'll just start talking about general techniques on that, and then we'll. Yeah. So if you want to talk about the general techniques, and then I'll move tasks down until after we've explained all the tricks.
okay.
Yeah. Right. Okay, go for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. Well, obviously there's the infinite jump, as we've explained, and there's the boost jump. Like, one of the biggest things is getting comfortable with the glitches, being able to just do them pretty much on demand, because they're both used constantly throughout the route.
Yeah, so I mean, you have to be able. I mean, it's faster to infinite jump than it is to do the sky flyer.
I'm pretty sure for a short height, like one that you were meant to skyfly, it's faster to use the sky flyer.
Yeah.
But again, a lot of the areas where using the infinite jump, you weren't meant to skyfly anyway, so it's mostly a moot point. It just means that it's still useful to have the sky flyer out. Also, since the infinite jump doesn't really give you distance, you need the sky flyer for that.
So yeah, there's some of the other tricks that we end up doing. Gadget canceling is one very common thing that you use throughout the runs. Basically, anytime you swing to catch a monkey, you're actually frozen there for a second afterwards. Or I mean, even with whether you hit or miss, you have maybe like half a second where you're just stuck with it out. So if you immediately switch to a different weapon and then switch back, you lose that time.
Nice.
And there's avoiding fall damage, which if you have Stun Club, Monkey Net, or even Slingback Shooter extended when you land from a fall where you would have taken damage, you don't.
You just
Instead,
sort of
you just
land.
land.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess a better explanation of the boost and the double boost jump. So basically, yeah. So you have the super hoop in the game, and whenever you run with it, whenever you jump, you kind of lose all momentum. You lose all that speed behind it. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So you notice that on this video that some of my jumps go much further. Well, we figured out that if you hit the button that your super hoop is assigned to and jump at about the same time, you'll actually carry that momentum as you jump. And the same thing with double jumping too. The only difference is that we figured out that you have to let go of the left stick with whatever direction you're holding. Otherwise, you'll do the first jump, and then the second jump, you'll lose all your momentum.
So you'll see some clips where they just like hoop over to a ledge and jump and just sort of keep going, really, really far. There's a few of them in the in time trials.
Yeah, there's a few ledges that you can reach with the double boost jump in the game that you're not normally able to, and it saves a lot of time to just be able to hop over.
How does it work with?
Frostbeard Trade is a good example.
Can you use that with the infinite jump?
You can. There is a technique that you can use to It's kind of difficult. I'm not able to pull it off normally. I know that SSBM stuff can do it constantly, I believe. But yeah, you can basically use this. Do that double jump, switch over to the slingback shooter, and start pulling infinite jumps.
You wouldn't be able to jump after the double jump.
Okay. But yeah, you can immediately start infinite jumping after that, and you'll actually hold some of that momentum as you're doing your first 2 or 3 infinite jumps.
Ah, okay.
But like I said, it requires you to switch away from your hoop and infinite jump at like very, very rapidly after each other. So it's a difficult technique, I think.
Yeah, this game's pretty awkward to do things because it's both sticks. So I mean, for those of you who've never played this, you run with the left analog stick and the right analog stick controls where you swing.
Yeah.
So it can be really awkward to do things quickly on this.
This was the first game on the PS1 that required you to have an analog controller, otherwise you could not play it.
Yeah. It also has probably the worst double jump in any game ever, I like to think. It's really horrible.
I've seen
It's
you
pretty
put some
awful.
double jumps.
I've messed up quite a few.
I like the airship level when you play that and it escapes me. Okay, here we go. Oh, I fell.
Here's another example of infinite jumping. You can, as soon as you come into this room, you can just infinite jump straight up to this monkey that's right above you when you start. Normally, you're supposed to go up this ship.
Yeah.
Takes forever.
And
Yeah.
obviously that's a lot slower, since the path to the next room is right here.
Yeah, the double jump hasn't changed in any of the games either, so
Oh, good. Okay, good.
the way it works is that if you are if you're going down at any point, you can't double jump at all.
It's over.
Yeah, you're screwed. So if you like double jump like a fraction of a second too late, you won't jump at all. You'll just fall. It's not
All right,
fair.
I guess let's go ahead and move on to infinite jumps in this
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
So,
Explain those a bit more.
all right, so infinite jump was very, very surprising that this was found. But basically, what you can do is pull back on the slingshot shooter, and before you pull back to the point where you're locked, where you can let go and get a shot out, you can jump,
I think
and
the way
then
that
do it again, and then you pull back, jump right here. You can just pull back, jump, and just do it in rapid succession over and over again.
what I've been able to figure out, it works, I think, because you can only shoot the slingback shooter on the ground, or so the game thinks. So if you're shooting it, you're on the ground, so you can jump.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's as far as I can tell.
Yeah, it seems that it definitely thinks you're standing still, but
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense. But
So you can only do it after... Like, do you have to start with the slingshot on the ground? Or can you, like, jump and then do the infinite jump?
You could jump
No,
and then
you-
do it. You can jump and then do it. That's how the boost jump to infinite jump works. But it's a lot easier to get the timing if you start with the full cycle rather than partway through.
Okay.
only
And you said
exception
you
is that
can't double jump and then do it, right?
No, because then you'd have to do a third jump to start infinite jumping.
the thing that bugs me about Stuff's runs is that he has the hoop on circle.
That's
where
what I do
have it.
too.
Really?
You're a
Isn't-
freak, dude.
No, it needs to be on square. It should always be on square.
That's where everything else goes.
That's where the slingshots are.
It's not right. Surreal will agree with me. It goes on square. All right. And then what's this? This one I couldn't really find out much about before we started, which was the hoop against the wall.
This will make you bounce in such an unpredictable direction. Coming right out of one of the rooms in the last level, if you try super hooping, if you accidentally bump the wall, you will go flying like 20 feet into a pit.
Yeah, you can. So I mean, I guess
There's
you
a
can
few
use it to your
sections-
advantage at some points.
There's a few sections where if you bump into it, you can launch into water, and you can get a very quick head start in whichever direction you're swimming. But other than that, it's not a whole lot.
Yeah, that's really too unpredictable to use.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's also a few instances in the game where you can actually use the super hoop, or with a few levels, they have some walls that are you can essentially jump against the wall and get a boosted jump, and it can actually double jump up to areas or super hoop just straight up a wall and jump to get a few shortcuts. But their uses are so limited that
There's that back end path in Thick Jungle, and if you miss the Dinosaur and Primordial Ooze, you can use the wall there, as I saw in the task.
Alright, and then what's this? Molten Lava Quick Elevator? I don't even know what this is either.
If you go as pretty much as fast as possible, you get on the elevator one cycle earlier than you normally would. The timing on this is you've got maybe a second that you can afford to lose on the first two monkeys.
yeah, there's one monkey, and the first monkey that you catch is like in a room behind the waterfall, and if he pulls back further into that room, into the cave, or you miss a couple of swings, then you miss that cycle, and you lose maybe about 10, 15 seconds just waiting for it to come back.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of that in this game. If you miss a monkey, it might cost like 2-3 seconds that you've wasted on catching the monkey, but then it wastes you another 10, 15, 20 seconds because you can't do a thing first try. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is the elevator something that like triggers a cutscene or something, or can you just jump up the elevator shaft?
No, it's just a rectangle basically, and it stops at each corner. And the only way to get up to the next part of the level to continue is to catch it on like one of the lower parts, and it will raise up.
Oh.
If you're going as fast as possible, you get there just as it's getting to the lower left.
It's not like the lift we saw a second before,
Yeah.
where he just flies all the way up it.
Yeah.
Mhm. No.
Or just
But-
like you fly all the
Actually-
way up and you get stuck at a ceiling and just go through it.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what we'll go on to that next, I guess. The Dexter's Island tentacle boss skip.
I know almost nothing about this, so you can handle it.
Okay. Do
Be
we
honest.
Okay. Well, we discovered that with the tentacle boss in the game, you can. Here we go. Okay. We can basically. It's watching the elevator. I realized that it goes up quickly enough that if you infinite jump straight into coming into the room, you can actually catch the elevator before it comes down, get to the exit of the room.
No way, that's crazy.
Drop.
Wow.
There you go. That's it.
That
The,
seems like the intended solution.
That's amazing.
I prefer to just use 2 explosive pellets to kill this thing. This has the elevator right at the bottom. It takes about the same amount of time. It's a couple
Doesn't
seconds.
look nearly
slower.
as
Yeah,
good, though.
you need to learn a thing or two about style.
Yeah.
I'd rather
See,
take consistency, honestly.
No.
No way.
False. The PJ rules for style points clearly say that if something doesn't cost time but looks good, you have to do it.
Yeah, like you have to be careful because when you're going up if he hits you, you've pretty much lost any time that you could gain from that.
Good.
The boss can bump into you while you're going up to begin with and push you, which makes you hit the ceiling, which causes you to fall back down, which loses that as well. There's a small ceiling up there as well that there's so many ways to screw this up.
Excellent. That makes it even better.
All right,
And
and
more
then
mandatory.
now these Jake ones, because Jake, he was called Buzz in my version, so it took me ages to figure out who the hell Jake was. But I thought these were races, aren't they, or are they actual fights?
This is an actual
first
boss
2 are
fight.
races, you just leave the last one's a boss fight, and
All right. Wait, you can just leave them? Or you just escape from the
Yeah.
stage?
Stadium Attack and Gladiator Attack, you just leave.
And that wins you the race.
Nope, you
Alright,
lose the
so-
race. You're
Oh.
forfeiting. It's slower
Oh.
to do that.
Really curious thing about this trick, I discovered this when I first played this game when I was very young. I had no idea what happened, but I was like, wow. And so coming back to this, I remember that it was possible to do this. But yeah, basically you can. He'll charge against you at some point in the battle. If you're in the left corner, you get him stuck there and just hit over and over again. For some reason, they didn't reset it so that it closes all the way and you can't hit him. So you can just smash him.
I didn't know you'd found that when you were first playing, because I thought I found that first, like, a while ago, that you could hit him multiple times in a round. I just never did it in one. I was usually doing it in two.
Oh, yeah. I guess I should have mentioned that earlier.
Apparently, 13-year-old SimStim found it, or whenever this game came out. That's amazing. I love that he just drives right into the wall.
He's trying to ram you, but you just get out of the way and hit him. The weak point is conveniently in the back.
Of course.
And it's a green button.
Sure showed that wall, though. Man. Like, he was driving into that like he had nothing left to live for.
He didn't. That's just
He gave it everything that he had.
Alright, and then as far as general tips go, now I'm going to assume this is a lot like nearly all the Ape Escape games where the monkey AI is really
unforgiving, terrible.
Yeah, some of them are really predictable and you can just get them immediately. Other ones will go whichever way they want.
I love the explosion on that car as well.
Honestly, I prefer the ETV Tower Boss explosion.
Yeah.
It's even bigger and you're right in the middle of it.
Was that an infinite jump boost?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right there.
Nice.
SSBM is... I don't understand how he has fingers that can do this.
Well, it's because he plays
He
Super
played
Smash
Melee.
Brothers Melee, yeah. He
Melee
has...
players are really good.
He has a lot of the home run contest world records for that game, as far as I'm aware.
Ugh.
Which is why he can flick analog sticks around. But yeah, so all the monkeys, while they may appear random, there are ways you can sort of manipulate them to do what you want.
Yeah, so depending on certain rooms, you can come in a certain direction, or you can come at them a certain direction, and they'll always stay in one spot, run in one direction, things like that. Depending on how quickly you run through a room, might change that as well.
Yeah. I mean, some of them, odds are they'll be a bit slower or a bit faster, or sometimes they'll just notice you from miles away when they don't normally, and it's really bizarre. But generally, that's...
so full of this monkey will do something or something completely different.
Yeah.
It's probably the most unpredictable level other than Wabi Sabi Wall due to the Gong Room.
Yeah. So a lot of these levels you'll see, like it's one of those games you'll see someone run up and just catch a monkey and then you'll try it and it won't happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
You watch Flicky try it and it won't happen.
Yeah. And you watch the
Monkey
real...
will have the gnat running around chasing after him then. You're like, come on, Flicky, just...
Well, fortunately, the monkeys in this game can't take your net.
Oh, we have one
they
other...
can take your cookies, and they will. They will steal your cookies.
Don't want to toss your cookies.
Hmm.
Okay, one other trick that we forgot to mention. Avoiding fall damage in this game.
Oh, we did mention that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, I also had there's also a clip for it as well, though.
Oh, okay, then. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, very short clip.
Go for it.
Yeah, avoiding fall damage in this game, as we said, like, if you're jumping from any height and you swing your net down as you're falling, or if you swing the sword, I think there's one other way to do it, but either way...
It's the slingshot, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, if you have any of those extended out as you hit the ground, you receive no fall damage.
Which is kind of weird, really.
Yeah,
I was hoping in this clip that you would just infinite jump way up out of bounds and then just let yourself fall all the way to the ground.
Interesting thing, actually. That one of the new Japanese TASer, he put out a guide for how to do all the tricks in the game and about how much time they save, and he actually did a demonstration of that. So what ends up happening is you start infinite jumping up higher and higher. The camera starts trying to pan up, looking just straight up at the sky. You eventually you're completely gone at this point. You're not on the screen anymore. You go so high that you'll actually come up underneath the level. You'll come back up through it as if the ground wasn't there and just keep, you can literally infinite jump forever. And once you start falling, however many times you've come up through the stage, you'll fall back down through it.
Oh wow, that's
Nice.
incredible. That's amazing.
Did
Do you
not.
keep gaining?
I actually didn't know that.
Do you keep gaining speed, or is there a terminal velocity in this?
There's a terminal velocity, unfortunately. But I did not know that you fall through it again. I
Let
saw.
me see if I can locate that video.
Yeah, you need to find that. I saw Stuff's tutorial for it where he flies off into the sky and he's above the clouds, yet it's still raining somehow.
Yep.
But
The first thing,
Yeah.
like, I was really hoping it would work that way because here's quite a reference for you. The
oh, go on.
task for Super Street Fighter 2 Rainbow Edition. With, like, this bootleg board where you can change characters, like, in the middle of a fight and all this random nonsense. There's, like, this hover that you can do, and the guy, like, jumps way up he just keeps wrapping around the screen and then does a spinning pile driver with Zangief and, like, wraps around the other way, like, 20 times while he's holding someone.
Hmm.
It was very entertaining.
This sounds awesome.
It's the best task.
So as far as tasks for this game go, they're generally sort of... I mean, they only use tricks. There's no task you
Neither of them
need
use
tricks.
the boost jump.
Yeah.
Other than that, and the fact that you could perform perfect infinite jumps with the tasks, depending, as we mentioned, depending on your timing for the infinite jump, you can actually get more height or more horizontal distance, and then the further you go, it eventually gets to the point where you're just going straight up anyways.
So, I mean, there's no task-only tricks for this game that you guys don't use.
There's bouncing off a wall in a precise direction. But really, that's it.
Most
And
of the
I guess
task
if
tricks
you
are
wanted,
too
we
risky
could
for a single
try it
segment
now.
as well.
But considering most of these, that would be 20, 30 at least minutes in. It's not worth the risk.
Alright, then, so you guys want to talk a bit about time attacks? Because I know this one of the few games...
This is all no names.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about it for a little bit, because no other... I mean, interestingly, time attacks generally aren't... speedrunners don't really do them, I want to say. Like, they do full game runs and that, or ILs. Usually games that have a time attack in them, there's usually a dedicated runner on, YouTube or something who does them all. But we actually have...
Unless you're MD9.
SVM stuff.
Yeah.
And I brought him to SVA though.
Yeah. So, I mean, as we mentioned earlier, you can get the coins and freeze the clock. So is that basically the bulk of the runs?
Yeah. There's also getting to the monkeys quickly. But yeah, stuff like Study Park, the strategy is literally super hoop up the stairs, take out the magic punch and punch the first chip, then super hoop to the second one. This whole process is like 4 seconds, and if you did it right, well, as long as you don't mess up the remaining 20 seconds or so, because you get, actually no, it's closer to 30. You get about 30 seconds of time stop, at which point, as long as you catch the required 2 monkeys, which I kind of changed the monkeys that were caught because I couldn't do the ones SSBM stuff was using as consistently. So I ended up catching 2 completely different monkeys and still easily having time to spare.
Sorry, just look at the way...
Does SDA actually use the in-game time for stuff like that?
Yeah, how are they...
Yeah,
how
Marble
are they
Blast
time
Gold
this?
does that. Marble Blast Gold has time stop, and they use the in-game timer for that. So they'd probably do the same here.
It does time to the 100th of a second as well, so...
Yeah.
But the time attacks of these games are really, really optimized. They were for Apescape 2 as well. A guy called Earl Cash did those, and those were ridiculous.
Those are impressive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I think I beat his red monkey fight in 1 try.
He comes
Either
back
that or
every
his
few
attempt at the second
years.
off.
He comes back every few years and beats them all, so... I don't suspect you found the fall through the ground glitch. Oh, this is the...
Oh, I found it. I'm hoping that it's on Nico Nico, though, so I don't know if we're going to be able to have it buffer in time.
Alright.
Oh yeah, probably not.
Hoping for it.
Fall through the ground. Oh,
Yeah,
would that be
I
the
promise it's
monkey
worth it.
up ahead here?
No. This is infinite jumping up. Okay, yes. Wait.
Well, this is the full damage demonstration. Those two were completely the same. That must have been tasked.
Yeah, it starts at
there were a
3
couple
minutes.
differences.
Alright. Okay, so if you guys want to talk a bit about learning the game then, unless there's any more you want to say while we load up this video, because I want to see this.
Play the game a lot. Just try and learn. Try and be able to recognize the monkey AI paths. Like, if you can do that, you'll have a lot greater success in catching certain ones. Even still,
Yeah.
there are ones that randomly decide to pull out their gun and shoot you and make you fall into a pit.
Yeah, there's a bunch
Okay,
of those.
here's that clip.
There's a few in all of them. They'll punch you off planes, stuff like that. Okay, here we
Monkeys in
go.
Ape Escape 3 are fantastic.
They're not. They're really horrible. So.
I have to agree with that.
Oh my god.
He
That
is.
takes a while. No wonder I didn't find it. It takes forever.
Yeah, this video is sped up so much because it takes so long to do this.
Oh man, that monkey's gonna get caught so hard. he's gonna smash him straight through
You
the
actually
world.
catch the monkey.
Here it goes.
Okay, come on.
Oh man.
He also had to speed up falling.
Oh man, the best.
This is incredible.
That's how
Wow.
you finish the stage.
That should have just turned him into goo. You should need a jar to catch that monkey afterwards.
Best
No,
catch.
it's a science net. Just got teleported somewhere else, and due to teleporting, Spike didn't get hurt either.
Yep.
He caught him really hard.
He absolutely destroyed him. Now, as far as I'm aware, just thinking of the bosses in this game are generally a joke, are they? Like in 3 or?
Yes.
Yeah, there's strategies for all of them. I tested on an emulator the best paths for explosive pellets to kill everything in the least amount of hits. The Crumbling Castle boss usually takes 5 hits, but if you use 2 explosive pellets, it takes 4. And since when you get hit, he becomes immediately vulnerable, you don't have to do any dodging. You just stand there, get hit him,
That's
get hit him. You just trade hits until he dies.
Yeah.
He never moved again.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness. It's like that's just amazing. I just like the idea of someone, you see this guy falling down to catch you in the net and he just goes right through you and then comes back down from above again.
You're standing there defiantly because you think that he's just gonna go through again.
Here's another example of gadget canceling in this game.
Yeah, it's just simple animation cancel. There are in hundreds of games. Now, there's also something I wanted to talk about, which isn't a trick, but it's just hilarious that if you hold your net on the floor, like you're seeing in this video, you can spin around while holding your net on the floor.
I have a clip for that.
Yes.
Oh, do you?
Sushi Temple, if it's still there. It should be Filler Sushi Temple.
Alright, but you can hold your net on the floor
And
it
just,
will spin around.
spin any direction. If there's something there, you can catch it.
Yeah, your ape will glitch into the net.
Yeah, one of my favorite catches in the game is in Sushi Temple, where you can do a triple catch because of that. Yeah, here it is. So it's the first 3 monkeys in the stage. Normally, that you come up, they all split off and run away. Well, if you get up there
Maybe
quickly
get one
enough.
of them. You maybe get one if you're lucky too. Or you do this and get 3.
That's
Okay, yeah,
my
I was-
absolute favorite.
I was actually wondering about that. Not in there in particular, but in SSBM's run that we were watching earlier, I think. he swung and like completely missed, and then the monkey was just like, "All right, yeah, you got me."
I've seen that happen. In fact, there's a couple of places where I will stop because I know the monkey's going to run right into my net.
Yeah.
And I'm just swinging it back and forth, and the monkey runs right into it and gets caught.
Yeah, this is just something that's randomly in Ape Escape 1. They took it out of 2 and 3, which makes me horribly sad. But, yeah, you can just spin it around and the monkey will just sort of warp into your net. And this isn't a trick or anything. This is just how the game works.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway,
It's very good.
That's pretty slick.
yeah, so let's roll into just learning the game in general, and then we'll go into chat questions and that sort of stuff, yeah. So, obviously, practicing the tricks, you mentioned those earlier, just we got distracted by falling through the ground. So, we'd say monkey behavior, yeah.
I'd say for most of the monkeys in the game, try to figure out which ones you have difficulties with, and then try to figure out maybe 2 ways you can catch them, if depending on what behavior they pull off. Be prepared to always do 2 separate things, and then as soon as you recognize that behavior, go for it.
Yep. Monkey at the beginning of Dark Ruins is a very good example of this. Depending on what you do, he will run either left or right, and sometimes he'll stop, but if you run and right, this is the worst case. If you ran left, this is best case.
Yeah, there's similar things in 3, where you can pretty much guarantee monkey behavior unless they dodge. And I thought I had this planned out for a massive problem monkey, which is a monkey wearing a wolf suit that runs around.
I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
monkey.
I know what you're talking about.
He's
It's
in
a
level
monster.
2. He's in level fucking 2 already, and they give you this bitch monkey to catch. But I thought I planned it out well, and that if I ran in from this angle, the monkey would always run left, and I could catch. Oh no, would always run right, and I could catch him by the well. But turns out, no. Not at all.
Yeah.
And
I
that,
hope you tried one time and he just turned around and punched you.
yeah, he turned around and punched me, and he just ran off into the distance, that sort of thing. But the monkeys in this game, you have to... It's a very hard game to take seriously because of how stupid it is, and it's probably for the best that you don't take it seriously.
I
Is it-
cannot defend the plot.
Yeah, you can be very frustrated.
Yeah, I definitely. I've been there.
Another thing, if we can moan about this game for a while, is the super hoop is meant to be a shield. Ignoring the
Yeah.
fact that it doesn't shield much.
Oh yeah, it's worthless.
The main issue is
It makes
that
you go,
if you run into a wall with it, it will ricochet you off the wall, and sometimes it will suck you towards a wall and ricochet you off to slow you down.
Like a good shield would.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a good shield would. And more
Right.
annoyingly is stairs. You can't super hoop up some
Yep.
stairs. It will stop you, but you can super hoop up other stairs. So I don't know. This game,
Yeah.
you can't take
Yeah.
it too seriously, but they are genuinely good games.
Yeah.
Some stairs are apparently so steep that it thinks it's a wall, and you will bounce backwards if
Exactly.
you attempt to run up it.
There are
The part
some
that's
stairs,
playing-
yeah.
Yeah, the part that's playing right now is actually one of the most annoying parts, due to being completely auto-scrolling, and it lasts about 2 minutes.
Yeah,
All
and
you do is jump.
the draw
over
distance
the
is
gates.
awful as well.
Yeah. I've managed to not get hit on it a couple times. It's really rare, though.
I like
Yeah.
how you jump while
Yeah.
you're turning and you don't just go flying off the track.
I just love
Yeah, you
any
can also-
time in a video game where you can jump in a minecart,
Yeah.
because it doesn't make any sense at all that you could do this.
Don't question it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean... Yeah, keep going with learning stuff while I just enjoying watching the jumping.
Yeah, like there's a couple of rooms in the game that we mentioned. It'll actually be coming up in this clip here as well.
Yeah, this is...
We found there's 2 rooms in the game where you have to catch 3 monkeys, and they're all running around at the same time.
Yep.
Well,
And there's a couple of
yeah.
methods where they're consistent, and right here is an out-of-bounds trick. I think I found this. You
Yeah.
just go up, you go down, and you go back under, and
Okay,
you
right here.
puzzle.
This. So that we figured out an optimal way to do it is to do this. You can actually super hoop into the room and jump over them. The thing is, if you bump into them, if you jump too far, if you miss your swing, There's so much that can go wrong.
Yeah.
I like that monkey that just jumped off right into the hoop.
He didn't want to be alone anymore.
No.
I'd say it's honestly worth trying though, since if you mess it up, there's not that much time cost. You're still gonna get at least one of the monkeys.
Alright. And then I guess there's a lot to learn in this game about routing wise. The thing with these games,
and even what jumps to use where.
Yeah, if you're familiar with them, it's actually not that hard to remember what monkeys to get. It especially helps if you don't remember where all the monkeys are anyway, so literally the only ones you know how to get are the ones for the route.
I know where everything is.
Yeah, but it's...
I've forgotten the route a grand total of twice, usually in the later levels, where... In fact, yeah. But I've gone through this game about at least 20 times, so forgetting where to go once in the run, a grand total of twice is still pretty consistent.
This looks pretty laggy, or is that just how... Yeah, that is laggy.
No, this section is very laggy. The boss battle.
This section is very awful.
The bosses in this
Thankfully,
game, I don't even remember.
Thankfully, we completely skip that form, because if you're far enough away, he will use a different attack. He will try and run into you very slowly. It turns a formerly hard fight into a complete joke.
The bosses in this game are a bit weird and are completely out of place.
Except the last one.
Yeah, except for actually fighting Spectre.
Actually fighting Spectre, that was one of the dumbest fights.
Oh,
Because you only hit him after he uses his purple laser attack. He's on an AI roulette.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. He has 3 different attacks.
No, 4. He's got 4.
4? Okay. But
yeah, purple laser, the thing's attacking you, slam the ground, and shoot stuff straight up.
Oh, okay.
You saw him do, what, 2 minutes of nothing?
Yeah.
Like 2 minutes of nothing.
The only predictable behavior we figured out on him is possibly standing by his left arm, but even that doesn't always work, because I swear I went for maybe like 2 minutes with him not doing the attack to make him vulnerable. And it was a great run and just crashed last second.
And I've seen as few as 6 attacks used. I usually see somewhere in the vicinity of 10. But
Yeah,
I've
I think
seen
that
as
was
few as
just-
6. I've seen 7. I've seen the task got, what, 5?
Yeah, I think so.
I know the old one did. I don't know what the new one got.
Hopefully, we can watch this to the end, because there's another infinite jump glitch that we didn't get to point at that kind of completely null and voids the last boss, the whole level before the last boss.
Oh, really?
And it's a really fun level, too. Which is why I kind of want to do 100%, because that actually forces you to go through that to catch the monkeys in it.
I just realised
It's a
how much
really fun
time...
section.
Yeah, he's lost by doing this boss this way. I guess he didn't know about your way of doing it, so...
Yeah, I
meant
hadn't communicated with him before
I mentioned
this.
in the comments on it, hey, just so you know, you can hit him multiple times around.
Yeah, that's like a minute or more lost. That's pretty brutal.
It's like 2 minutes, because every round is 30 seconds, and he does a 5-round fight, as opposed to a 1-round fight.
It's pretty...
Okay, well that would make sense why the Japanese run could possibly...
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a couple of tricks that aren't used that save so much time. He also doesn't use the best methods of killing some of the bosses. Because I hadn't done my testing at that point. I'd only got the Crumbling Castle boss tested, really.
Yeah. So, yeah,
A little farther back.
aside, as far as memorizing... as far as learning this game goes, there's a whole load of tutorials on YouTube you can find on there. I know Stuff has them, and then there's a pretty long thread on SDA with all the stuff in there, so...
Just at 13 pages.
Yeah. So, I mean,
I'm thinking about making a tutorial video on some of the tricks similar to the Japanese one as well.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's...
And I
Not
was
bad.
honestly considering doing a tutorial for the whole game.
Yeah.
Level by level, really. Just what can and can't happen.
Aside from that, yeah, it's just sort of a case of learning the route and being good at the glitches, right?
Basically.
Yeah, learn the route, be good at the glitches, know how to get the special pellets.
Yeah.
Because the bluebirds will always drop a guided pellet, and I use those to take out the UFOs at the end.
Yeah, that
Like
section
right
there,
there.
like you can pretty much just breeze through that with they're basically pellets that lock onto your enemy. Okay, this.
The
They
infinite.
will sometimes miss. Oh.
Alright.
We're out. Final boss.
So the reason you can do this on the last level, you only have to catch the final boss. You don't have to catch any other monkeys.
Yeah, you only catch the monkeys to unlock the doors to get to the final boss. Well, what happens there is you end up going up behind the elevator that takes you up to the final boss room, and apparently they didn't contain the boundaries of it, so you can just infinite jump up and make it in.
Also, props another game for making you play differently for the final boss. It's always a really annoying way to make things harder. It's just gives you a random new camera angle or a car to drive or something like that. Massive pain. So
This is the part of the final boss. This is one of the attack. He'll end up doing an attack where he raises his arm and shoots it right here, and you have to wait for this attack before you can hit him.
oh, he's actually invincible then.
Oh.
All right.
It's one of these attacks, yeah.
So yeah, if you guys in chat, if you got any chat questions, we'll just ask those out, and then we'll get rolling. We'll actually be able to watch this whole, well, not all of it. We missed some of it, but see a good chunk of this run. If you guys, so do you guys? Neither of you stream, right? Well, SimStim, you've got a stream, right?
Yeah, I've got a stream. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming much longer after this. I ended up selling my equipment, and I was able to re-borrow it for this, but I'm debating on possibly coming back into it now.
And you got the bug. That's what we're here for. That's what we do. So yeah, if you want to follow more of this game, I guess the best place is to look at the SDA thread, which is being constantly updated.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll go over questions. Here we go. So this is the main one, I guess a lot of people are probably guessing about learning the other games, because the Ape Escape games 2 and 3 are especially very similar to each other. But this one's the most broken by far. But so like, are either of you planning on learning or running the other games, 2 and 3?
I'm probably going to go ahead and do 3. Like I said, I just got my copy in today, and I feel sad because I'm so used to having such broken glitches in a game.
Yeah, they tested 3 really well. There are broken glitches in the game, and they either don't do anything or they barely change the game at all.
Mm-hmm.
You can
But
clip
Ape Escape
through a few
3,
things, but not much.
I was thinking about Ape Escape 2, but then looking at the times, I don't think I could do 3 hours for a run or anything. So
That's why you just gotta find stuff that breaks it.
Yeah. Well, 2's an hour and a half, right? For any percent, I think. With
okay, maybe
Japanese
I
strats.
ended up looking at the
I think you're looking at
100% run
100%
instead.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 128.28 by Champ.
Yep.
According
Okay.
to the Sunday Sequence Break link database.
Yes.
Ooh.
It's a
Okay.
really good time, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I've gone through Escape 2 a couple times. I got around 2 hours, 10 minutes every time.
I finished it in 2 hours and 40 over a couple of days and a few saves while I was trying to learn it. But yeah. But the thing is with these games is, I reckon if you learn the 1, if you can play Escape 1, you can play all of them really easily. I think you'll find the other games even easier to run than this one, because they're not broken. But they still have the same terrible double jump. So yeah, I mean, as far as learning these, it's literally just knowing the route and then doing it. And then over time you'll realize that some monkeys are worse than others. So I've got a question for that one: is which is your least favorite monkey? Because I know I have a few, and I only know their names because I hate them so much. So I need to know who are your douche monkeys who always screw you over every time.
Oh gosh, I mean, the thing is that it's always random. Every run, there's just something different, and there's a new jerk.
I have
Just
a very
someone new to
consistent
hate.
pair. I have a very consistent pair that I hate. Dexter's Island, the second and third ones. The ones you have to use the slingback shooter to knock out of the holes. Like, my SS, I lost literally 40 seconds because first they're both in the same one. I knock them down with one pellet. I jump down there. One of them gets up faster than usual, shoots me with his laser gun. They both get away.
Yeah, I've run into that before too.
I know what you
mean.
give monkeys laser guns.
Well, there's a lot of stuff with monkeys in this game where you're jumping at them and they'll shoot you and they'll shoot you all the way back down to where you came up from.
Even into a bottomless pit.
Yeah. Yeah, that too. Or the game just stopping you from doing what you're meant to do at this point. So, are you in the middle of a double jump? No.
Jumping forward, going to catch them, like they just pop one laser at you. Not even two or anything, just...
They know that shot was connecting.
So yeah, it's Duckfist asking the questions for us here. What are the major run killers in this?
Gosh, major run killer for me is probably... Actually, I gotta think about it. You have any? No name?
I can think of. Haunted House Out of Bounds, that killed my last one. It was going to be a new personal best by about 3 minutes, barring any horrendous luck on the final boss. And then I just boxed the Out of Bounds and fell literally forever. You were not going to land on anything. You just keep falling. Although after seeing the wrap around vertically, I fell long enough, I'm wondering if I would wrap back into the stage. Land, go. Just get right back
That
up.
would be amazing.
Actually, I think my worst section is probably the haunted house as well, with the triple monkey catch there. Recently, I've had a lot of bad luck, and every time I'll like I said, I'll jump over them, I'll go to swing and just completely miss, and that section's terrible because they'll run in and out of doors and release enemies out, and you have to wait for them to come back out and release more enemies, and it's just a pain.
Do you reckon?
It's awful.
Do you reckon in a task you could trick the game into thinking you wrapped around once, so that on the Spectre stage you could just dive through the floor and land on the roof?
So what exactly constitutes a run ending? Like, are you at the point now where you'll abort a run if you miss, say, that early elevator we were talking about earlier?
Yep. I'm to the point now where I want sub hour and I know what I need to do it. And I know that if I miss certain tricks, I'm done. I restart, it's over.
Okay.
There seems to be there's a lot of stuff in this run. Here we go. Here we go. The catch heard around the world, right?
I can't believe he actually caught this when coming back down. That's just
He had to do a bit of adjusting. Look, he had to think about it. But anyway, as far as playing this game, you can get it on PS3, the PSN network. Is that?
No, this game is not available on the PSN network, and it is not backwards. It is one of the few titles that is not backwards compatible.
Oh, man.
I thought. Oh, can you not get the Japanese version on PSN then?
No, I don't know. I haven't tried that yet. I am curious then.
Oh well, so I mean, so you have to get it on PS1 and then play it on PS2 with the upgraded.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, apparently if you try to run Ape Escape on a backwards compatible PS3, you'll get to the opening menu, and you can't do anything. You just see it. You can't select like new game or load game. That's it.
That's pretty good. Whoa.
Yeah.
I just got a level, if that's what you heard.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's what I heard. Yeah. So
Another interesting thing is that this game is not easily emulated as well. There seems to be issues with the left control stick.
I've experienced a lot of trouble with that. Moving at a certain diagonal, you will move at walking speed.
Mm-hmm.
that's all right. Good to know. Anyway, so. And we can pretty much wrap it up if you guys want to do some shout-outs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess my shout-outs go to my wife for being completely patient with me through, like, anger and frustration at this game.
They
Shout-outs
don't
to...
understand. No one understands.
Shout-outs to SSBM stuff for really setting the bar to begin with. Shout-outs to the Japanese players. I'd love to race you guys at some point. I hope maybe I can get in contact with them. And shouts out to all of speedrunning in general. Keep it up, guys.
Woo!
Yeah, that's us. I just realised that's us.
Especially recently, because we got like 14 new records this week, and they were some really high-profile ones.
Yeah, absolutely. I also found out when I googled Pheno earlier, his was the first thing to come up on YouTube. Sorry, on Google. So
Yay!
I don't know what that means, but I'm going to assume that's a good thing. And then, No Name, if you want to do some bits and bobs.
Some bits and bobs.
Do you not have
No
that
Name?
phrase in America? Bits and bobs?
We do now.
No?
What is it?
You can do you can
Shout
do
out.
Never heard
shout
that
outs.
before.
Bits and bobs just means, bits and bobs.
There you go. Definitions by Flicky. That's a new segment now.
Well, it's like bits and pieces.
Okay.
You have bits and pieces, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
Ricky is an innovator of British slang.
All pies.
People love the old pies. Don't mess with it.
So shoutouts?
Yeah. Shoutouts. No Name. If you don't
Really?
have any, that's fine.
Everyone who's worked towards this run at all and given any support, which this includes a bunch of people, including Sort of Seals, Sort of Store. I think that the EXO helped me get emulator set up, and then my roommates last year who suffered through half hours or more of I'm going for it. Well, attempting that.
Is that the same roommate that got hit by a car as well? I don't know. I thought I don't know. I heard something about a roommate getting hit by a car, but I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. Anyway, of course, thanks for coming on the show, you two. I'm glad to get the Apescape episode out there,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
because now people should see this game and be like, "Oh man, this looks awesome."
First 3D game of Sunday.
Well,
Sequence.
second.
Final
Oh,
Fantasy
second.
VII 64
Yeah,
was our first.
that was technically our first 3D game.
Yeah.
We thought it was too, and then we realised it wasn't. So it's our first PlayStation game, though, right?
Yes, yeah.
And I believe, rather interestingly, only our second non-Nintendo game.
Well, Gatsby wasn't Nintendo.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't made by Nintendo.
No, but
In
it was
spirit, it
for
was.
the
it was,
NES.
it was
It's
sort
just
of on
8-bit.
a Nintendo console.
Oh no, not that picture again. Why?
It's so wrong. There's something so
He
wrong.
has a whole site of just these pictures. No.
She's not. She's not even tied to anything.
Exactly.
She's just tied in rope. She could roll over and move. This picture. There you go. So yeah, thanks for coming on the show. We got Apescape out there. I know you guys are now going to all go PM Uyama and say that Apescape Run should be at Awesome Games Done Quick 2013. That.
If I was going, I'd be doing that. Unfortunately, I'm not able to. My school
No.
starts early, so I can't.
Why?
I'm gonna give a shout out to Fiesel for being a good son today and spending time
Yeah.
with his mother.
Yeah. Good job, Fiesel. Thanks for
And a
leaving
shout
us
out
do
to
it.
Koreshi preemptively for breaking the Ghosts and Goblins record next week.
Wow. So yeah, I mean, thanks for coming on. I hope you guys enjoyed Apescape, because you probably didn't realise how broken it was. Flying
more
to
players.
Yeah,
I'd love to have some races. Come on.
yeah. So I'm not going to say it's easy to learn, but go learn it anyway. And then next week we have Symphony of the Night with Rom, Scout, and did we Mecha Richter? Is Mecha
Yeah,
Richter?
Mega Richter.
It is Mecha Richter, and it's Alucard only.
Yes.
So I mean, we got Mecha Richter for that, I guess. So. Thanks for that's next week, and then after that it'll be Summer Games Done Quick, so we're on a break, and then the week after that it'll be another break. Oh my god, we can beat the split. Say goodbye, PJ.
Bye.
Say goodbye, other two people.
Goodbye.
Time to get,
Goodbye.
time
Goodbye.
to get a world record. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Split. Hit the split.
Wait, do we hit the split before or after the video plays?
Oh shit! No, it's now. It's now.
Okay.
New
We
world
did it.
record? New world
Wait.
record?
Dark Fist is slacking. He's slacking.
I don't know. The
he
video's not
doing?
playing.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Well done.